You know, when we tell them how this very generation, if they dream that will stop, begin. Thank you. Thank you, Muchineke. Thank you. Share it very wide. Very, very wide. We are dealing with our enemies right from here. We move.
I'm calling from Onitsha.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Director, yesterday when you talk about these people arresting our people, I was very, very serious where I was. I think the reason why they are doing this is because maybe they are just doing it and they are not getting our revenge.
No, not at all. Let me tell you why they're doing it. Hold on. I want to tell you why they're doing it. They want to provoke us.
Yeah.
So that if they don't want us, listen, they know that the method we are using is hurting them. They know that the world is beginning to be aware of Biafra and what we are doing. So what they want to do is to cut it short. If they force us now to retaliate, Britain, BBC, and because they have the money, they have given money to BBC already. BBC will say, oh, a new terrorist group has emerged. The world will be focusing on that terrorist group, that will be IPOB. They will ban us and our activities all over the world. They will say, oh, stop them, stop their money, everything. That's what they're looking for. Because that is what Britain actually asked them to do. Britain knows what is happening now to IPOB members on the ground. What they want to do is go and kill them, go and harass them, go and arrest them, then force them to become angry that they retaliate. Once they retaliate, we as Britain can go to the world and say, IPOB is a terrorist group, please can you stop their funding, stop everything that you're doing, ban them wherever they are, and they can stop us. But as soon as we keep on raising the awareness to the level whereby the world will say, but why are you doing this to these people? When we strike, British lies will no longer be purchased by anybody. So we know what I have lived in England, so I know what I'm doing. We know them, I know the way they think. Please go ahead.
Thank you, because thank you for the understanding I explained to us, because if it is in my mind, I would have said, let's take this back to them. But I think the way you explain it matters a lot to us, to understand. And what I'm saying is that I think one day, anytime, Director, I think we should march on the treaty as these people did on the last day. This is our one that they shot on that document. If they tell everybody, let me say, to share flag has come out, on that day we did meeting in the day, but more of us know that they are not the march. Let me say that they announce it or let us know that we are going to share flag on Sunday, that everybody to come out. But the kind of crowd they will see on the street like this, nobody will have even the mind to even raise a gun or whatever. Understand? I think why they do those things because the way they see those people and they think that they are just more that they can do it. I think any day they can move around again, they should let us come out and move.
We shall do that. What you're saying is correct. I'm not cutting you short. I want you to understand this. They wanted to assassinate me in Aba on the 30th of May, right? They wanted to kill me in Aba on the 30th of May. But when they saw the amount of people there, it would be suicidal for everybody in uniform in the whole of Abia State to fire a gun that day. Suicidal. Because if we decide, if Haddad to retaliate, Britain, BBC, and because they have the money, they have given money to BBC already. BBC will say, oh, a new terrorist group has emerged. The world will be focusing on that terrorist group, that will be IPOB. They will ban us and our activities all over the world. They will say, oh, stop them, stop their money, everything. That's what they're looking for. Because that is what Britain actually asked them to do. Britain knows what is happening now to IPOB members on the ground. What they want to do is go and kill them, go and harass them, go and arrest them, then force them to become angry that they retaliate. Once they retaliate, we as Britain can go to the world and say, IPOB is a terrorist group, please can you stop their funding, stop everything that you're doing, ban them wherever they are, and they can stop us. But as soon as we keep on raising the awareness to the level whereby the world will say, but why are you doing this to these people? When we strike, British lies will no longer be purchased by anybody. So we know what I have lived in England, so I know what I'm doing. We know them. I know the way they think.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, because thank you for the understanding explaining to us, because if it is in my mind, I would have said let's take this battle to them. But I think the way you explain it matters a lot to us, to understand. And what I'm saying is that I think one day, anytime, Director, I think we should march on the treaty as these people did on the last day. This is our one that they shot on that document. If they tell everybody, let me say, to share flag that come out, on that day we did meeting in the day, but none of us know that they are going to march. Let me say that they announce it or let us know that we are going to share flag on Sunday, that everybody to come out. But the kind of crowd that we see on the street like this, nobody will have even the mind to even raise a gun or whatever. Understand? I think why they do those things, because the way they see those people and they think that they are just more that they can do it. I think any day they can move around again, they should let us come out and move.
We shall do that. What you're saying is correct. I'm not cutting you short. I want you to understand this. They wanted to assassinate me in Aba on the 30th of May, right? They wanted to kill me in Aba on the 30th of May. But when they saw the amount of people there, it would be suicidal for everybody in uniform in the whole of Abia State to fire a gun that day. Suicidal. Because if had I given the command to that very crowd to march from there to any police station, we would kill all of them in Aba. They saw the crowd and they ran away. They couldn't do anything. So what we are trying to say is that I don't want us to release or to come out and begin to give out our strategy. But let me tell the world something. They are dealing with people who are educated. The Britain is the mastermind behind everything happening in the zoo. They are the mastermind. Even I will accuse Britain till tomorrow morning of helping the rise of Boko Haram to make sure that Jonathan is replaced by an Hausa man. I can tell you that. Now, there is a way that they think. They control the news, because if we do anything now without us filtering into the consciousness of the world, because they use what is called media inoculation. That's what Britain does with America. They use CNN and BBC to inoculate their people, that the people become very foolish. If you watch the conservative conference that's been going on, because before they open the parliament every blessed year, they have party conference season. You will hear the way they speak. Anybody who doesn't know Bashar al-Assad, if you listen to Theresa May, who is the Home Secretary, you will think that Assad is a demon from somewhere else out of this world. But there was something that the Russian foreign ministry spokesman said. He said, if the people being supported by the British, which are the terrorists, if they are good people, how come Christians are running from the areas that they are controlling into the areas being controlled by Assad forces? That tells you all. But if you hear them talk about Assad, you think Assad is a demon, and anything they say, that is what BBC will carry. If BBC carries it in over 250 languages all around the world, people will hear and say, okay, is that the case? So we want to be able to match them at their game, supersede them. Any day the world sinks into the whole world that every Nigerian is a thief, we have won this very battle. I'm telling you, anything Britain tells me about this, they will say it's a land of criminals. Please, what you are saying is correct. So our people must know that we are learned. We know what we are doing. If we strike now, believe you me, Britain will succeed. Once they label us terrorists, they'll be sucking our oil and gas forever and ever. We don't want that to happen. We want to defeat them at their own game. Go ahead.
To ask you, Bishop, please. This is like now Britain are taking.
We are back here. Thank you. Welcome. We move. I think you listened to it. And that is where we are heading to. But before we pray, let us go to the Southeast politicians in case you don't understand where they are going. But we need to double-cross them. We need to double-cross them. Let us go there.
ask the governors who are meeting, who brought insecurity into the Southeast and South-South? Simple question. When you hear them, we want peace, we want... I'm asking the Southeast. I was praising them a while ago, but now I'm about to teach them a lesson. I'm asking them, who brought insecurity into the Southeast? Now let us follow this sequentially. By the time of Operation Pattern Dance 1, did IPOB kill anybody? What justification did you have to invite the army to come and do Python dance in our land, killing people every year? It's a massive call. Every year they come in as they're doing right now. If you know why, I'm told now they've killed 8 young people this night. You know why? Southeast governors, I want to ask you again. When I had meetings with you, August of 2017, did I bring a gun to Enugu government house? When I was doing my rallies, did I kill anybody? For idiots asking me, oh, where are you? When I was there doing my rallies, where were you? I was doing rallies. I would want to go to a state. We had to break their cordon to go and do my rally, and I left. The video is there. Omahi, who brought insecurity. I want to ask you, when you were looking at the looted goods from my sitting room in government house with the then IG of police, did I kill anybody? In what way did I offend you? We went to a meeting. I went to a meeting with the governors and I told them what I wanted. I gave them my terms and my conditions to call off Anambra elections. That's all. They failed to meet it. In fact, basically they said, go home and we'll call you back next time. Next time they came to kill me. Who brought insecurity into our land? I'm asking them. 2015, the killing of innocent protesters. 2016, Ipob massacre. 2017, the invasion of my house. Operation Pattern Dance 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know. I lost only 8 men. My mom, my dad are both dead as a result of Southeast governors, what they did. I'm asking them. So when you...
Now, for those, I know why I am playing these videos, that these voices of our leader. Then let us go again for those that are calling for political solution after court have discharged Nnamdi Kanu. If people have not called for political solution when Nnamdi Kanu was undergoing trial, you know, people knew what they are doing. Somebody, Nnamdi Kanu, you can call for political solution when he was going through trial. And that's when people, IPOB allowed elders from our land to go. And they rejected. They say, court will see to the end of this matter. And when court concluded, some people are still calling for political solution, still calling for another means, instead of standing on their legs, but on their feet. But we have an honorable. We have an honorable. Obi Agwocha. He have stood. He's a strong man. He's supposed to be a governor. The only man who has said, based on court order, court judgment, he did not come to a pent issue. But let us listen to the pros, those that are still dreaming. You know, they gathered. Let us just show them this. I want to security, please. I want to show them.
Nnamdi Kanu.
I can only ask you for one thing, Mr. President, as an elder. As I told you on the 18th of November last year, I want to see peace in this country. I want to see peace in the Southeast, particularly where there is all sorts of crisis. And there's something that will lead to that peace, that will help us to settle that peace. It's just around the corner. And I ask you, Mr. President, give me the mandate, give me the person I want. And I'll give you peace. I will give you peace. I guarantee you that, Mr. President.
Responding to issues raised by his host, President Buhari said the appeal for the release of the Ipob leader is a matter within the purview of the courts. He also condemned killings in the southeast, saying anyone carrying weapons without due authorization is an enemy of the state.
I have listened carefully to the various appeals from the elders to the traditional leaders regarding a wide range of options. And as I have said previously, this matter remains in the full purview of the courts, where it will be properly educated. Terrorists, who unfortunately have also brainwashed a certain segment of the population, that continue to contribute their hard-earned funds towards their hate-filled messages, but now have been terrorized through their brutal killings, truncation.
Do you understand now? I know what we are. I know why I am bringing up these videos, these tapes, to double cross them. Because we knew all these things, we have them on records. You can hear the very Yusuf Mohammed that just handed over what he was saying. Do you understand? That court will decide, but court have decided. And are you telling me that Supreme Court judges don't know about this? Are you telling me that Supreme Court judges don't know about this? That Mr. President of Nigeria said about court? Is that what you are telling us? Then, are you now seeing that the Supreme Court judges are supporting criminality? I think you can understand it now. They are supporting criminality with far adjournment. Now, from the first video, voice of our leader we played, you had our leader confronting question or demand from one of us about the provocation we are seeing in our land. He said they want to provoke us. That is their aim. But we have crossed that very level. There is a point we are in now. A very dangerous point. And they must rule on our matter. You know, we have patiently waited. Do you know what it took us to be here? Do you know what it took us to be here? Judgment in Supreme Court. Judgment. They have had our matter. But there are politics they played. There are politics they played. The voice of our, what make him honorable, before we pray, please, bear with us. Bear with us.
Enjoys equal opportunity and rights, irrespective of tribe, political, or religious orientation,
true adherence to the rule of law, and respect for judgment of courts of competent jurisdiction. Respectfully, I make particular.
If you did not hear it very well, pick the point there. The point is very, very clear. Rule of law. They should follow rule of obey court order. Listen to this man. You see that he is an honorable. He's not begging. He is not begging. This is what we need from our people. Stop being envious of Nnamdi Kanu's victory. Somebody should just come up, say, obey court order. Give Nnamdi Kanu his honor. Give him his honor. He deserves it. Why are you hiding behind instead of saying obey court order? This is the song we want people to be hearing. And you to be saying, then the world will be hearing. But some people are hiding. Look at this man, is always truthful. Listen to him. Obi Agwacha, representing Umuahia North, Umuahia South, and the Ikwano Federal Constituency. He don't care whether new Nigeria organization threaten him. He still come up. Some people will gather and say, give him a bail, hand him over to me, and that person says he's a governor. Somebody that have been the charge say, hand him over to me. Asuku. Listen.
Enjoys equal opportunity and rights, irrespective of tribe, political, or religious orientation, through adherence to the rule of law and respect for judgment of courts of competent jurisdiction. Respectfully, I make particular reference to our continued plea and demand for the unconditional release of my constituent, Mazi Maduabuchi, from unlawful detention in compliance with the extant judicial pronouncement. Clearly, his release will help in reducing crime and criminality.
We have getting the point now. Have you got the point? Unconditionally. This is an honorable man. Released based on rule of law. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally from unlawful detention. From unlawful detention. That is why he is an honorable. The governor said, Nnamdi Kanu, so governor na boss na Anambra, onwe ebo na ehi. Na say ya kan gini ya hie na ebe. Hand him over to me, and I so beke. Somebody has a House of Rep member, not a governor, calling it by it as it happened. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu from illegal detention, unconditionally from unlawful detention, yes, as ruled by the court of law. That's what we need. Just say it. Stop running around. Somebody, a politician will get up and say, we are begging Mr. President. We are going to meet Mr. President. If Ohaneze will be begging Mr. President, what will their children do? Their children will be lying down and the Mr. President will march on them. These are elders that tell you, belong to Nigeria, we need Nigeria, but they cannot confront their constitution. They cannot confront their government and so obey our court order. Look at a man talking. When men talk, you know that men are talking. Not, do you know who I am?
Enjoys equal opportunity and rights, irrespective of tribe, political, or religious orientation, through adherence to the rule of law and respect for judgment of courts of competent jurisdiction. Respectfully, I make particular reference to our continued plea and demand for the unconditional release of my constituent, Mazi Maduabuchi, from unlawful detention in compliance with the extant judicial pronouncement. Clearly,
His release will help in reducing crime and criminality.
In compliance with judgment from court of competent jurisdiction. A man. And on insecurity, he said, his release will reduce. His release will reduce criminality. That is insecurity. Will reduce. Not it will stop, because police and army have been here. The 5 POB was established. So there have been such thing here. But the reduce, it means is that those that are added their own because of Nnamdi, their own will stop. Why the criminality will stay, the one that Nigerian army and police established will be there. But he said it will help reduce. What can I here? I want them to have more opportunity to govern Hana Chimadonte. This is what we need from people. Every time I tell you, what kind of go school? I go to school ever. Any worker I don't say based on also from unlawful detention. Simple. Have they got he said? The same thing na Abuja na security. Independent message to Nigeria. Insecurity. Also, I'm not quite friend Nnamdi Kanu. The one Nigeria will attack. If somebody got out on court order, I'm a mama. Court order can your president in disobey court order. So you think as a senator or House of Rep member that you are as far as the court order was disobeyed, don't you know your office there is useless? Are you not the lawmakers? So the law you made, an appointee attorney general truncated the law you made. An appointee not elected, and you were elected. So you made law in House of Rep, you made law in Senate, then Nigeria will be, attorney general will say no, and you are still honorable, and you are still Excellency. No, now it has been removed from you. You are just a senator. The Excellency have been removed. The honorable have been removed. Am I the lawmaker? You made law, an ordinary person appointed by the president, they truncated it. And the ordinary DSS that was established by National Assembly truncated court order. And then he says an honorable. This is the only honorable I know now. In the whole land, though, that's why we told our people, there are people, politicians. That's why you don't attack all the politicians. We tell them the truth. That's why our leader trained us very, very well. We know how to approach both even our enemies. We knew, I told them that if you need bail of 3 governors now, they are here. They will sign for Kanu if it is bail. So that's why when the enemy recruited the agent provocateurs, they started talking about all politicians. No, Nnamdi Kanu does not say so. If you do good, he will hear you. If you say good, they say no, you are supporting politician. Is it because they are hurting us? They are slaves. British made them slaves. We are only here to tell them to wake up. Right? That is how British programmed Nigeria. And they are suffering it. It is not easy for them. But we are here voicing out to remind them that we are not enjoying that and they are pretending. They are pretending all is good. House of Rep member, a senator. That's why we say all is not good. All is not good. Do you understand? Not that all of them are evil. No. On radio, Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu say, I respect him. I respect this one. Though they are this, but I respect him. For this and this and this. He will give you reason. But people were recruited to turn everybody against the politicians. So that you will not even have a helper. Because they are hurting us. The people don't know that senators and House of Rep members have strong voice in the world. That's why Nnamdi Kanu, as clever, intelligent, and everything he is, when he applied that he used politicians to also voice out that he's not involved in sit at home. He invited people. He invited Olas, our elder. He invited Ifeanyi as a political position, as a politician, a senator. You know, senators have voice. We just call them by their name because they are evil to us. But to the world, if senator says something, the world takes it. They knew. House of Rep member are they not the people that call for free Nnamdi Kanu in UK House of Assembly, UK Guinea House? Is it not House of Assembly members? Don't you see how we post it? They have power, but they run away from it. So he also invited Ezenri. Do you see where he hooked? Now, immediately these people come up and voiced out that Nnamdi can say he's not involved in sit at home. International media took it. International communities took it, and that was the end. Nigerian government now, Nigerian and police, whatever they, since then, if they bring to UN or EU or any international community or AU any blackmail of IPOB using Monday sit at home, they will say go, 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 go. Because Nnamdi Kanu, after giving a handwriting note, he now invited people. When he invited those people, he now started voicing out from lawyers. After those ones, that's end. The sit-at-home allegation is no longer presentable. Nare kele nare otuto nara jijama nambuli elu n'ihi na ebuchi ịna-adị ruo ebi ebi. Ọ dị mgbe ị ga-echefu ikele gị na nke i mere eme. Ya na-enye gị ekele na-ayọsikwe gị ike. O nwere ndị ọbụla aka ga-awụ ọgbachi ụzọ. Ọ jụrụ ọchịcha jụọ ọgịga nka nọ na IPOB ndị ọ jụrụ ọchịcha jụọ ọgịga ga-awụ nsogbu nye Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ahụ pụọ. Ọ bụrụ na ọmụnwa bụ ọ jụrụ ọchịcha jụọ ọgịga nka bụ nsogbu ma Nnamdi Kanu pụta bụkwanụ nsogbu na mpụta ya na-egbochiri ya mpụta. Wezụgakwa m n'akụkụ ka m soro ṅụrụ ya na Biafra. Achọrọ m Biafra. Aga m eji bikọs ka ọ bụrụ na m nọ na IPOB enweta Biafra ma wụrụ ọgbachi biko Chukwu abịa ma wezụga m. Otu a ka anyị na-ayọ gị n'isi ndị ọzọ ka ha pụọ n'ụzọ. Ọ jụrụ ọchịcha jụọ ọgịga ka ha pụọ. Onye rụcha ọrịa ya pụọ. Onye afọ ọsụrụ onwe ya. Anyị ga-echete nke ọ rụrụ arụ. Nara ekele nara otuto na ị na-aza anyị ị na ha emele ya. Kacha afọ niile pụọ ka Nnamdi Kanu nweta ndị ọ ga-edu. Imeela otu isi kpọkọọ ha mgbe o tiri mkpu. Imekwala otu isi ahọchikwa ha ugbu a ọ nọ na nsogbu. Nara ekele na ndị nke ị na-ahapụrụ ya ndị ọ ga-eji alụ ọgụ ngwụcha. Imeela ozu udo maka na mbuli elu nke gị. Ọ dị na onye ọzọ anyị ga-enye ekele. IPOB otoru iri ekele gị. Radio Biafra ga-eri ekele gị ka Nnamdi Kanu ga-eri ekele gị. Anyị otoruru ya. Ọ gwago maka anyị ga-enyeghachi. Imeela anyị ọ ga-asị na maka anyị wụ sinetọ ọ na anyị gọvanọ mere Biafra ji bịa. Ọ nwenụ nke anyị wụ iji miscreant dọọ ya. Ọ bụ ya bụ na ọ gịnwa ga-eri otuto. Ị chọghị ka ndị okoko ga-abịa iri otuto gị si na maka na ya sinetọ adọ Biafra na ọya nwa. Mba, ị kweghị ka ha rie otuto gị iji were IPOB. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịja mma n'ihi na ebuchi n'aha gị chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise thank you ụmụ Chineke. We continue. I mentioned there here, then they will know. I think you understand. Thank you. Ana agwa ndị mmadụ kwụrụ n'ụkwụ ha na-egiri ya. Anyị maka ị na-emere. Kwụrụ n'ụkwụ gị. Kwụrụ n'ụkwụ gị. Say something. Ọ ya ka anyị ji n'ọhịa. Ụfọdụ bịa ha chee na anyị nwa anwụ. Anyị na-ezi ozi ọma na-agagharị na Biafra lara oche na anwụ ma ọ na ngwụrụ ọdịshi gị. Egwu ọdịshi ịda iberibe dị foolish. Mgbe ị kwesịrị ịgba bicycle ị na-ekele m na ibu ọgụ ị ga-ada ndị a n'aka. Mgbe ị kwesịrị ịgba motorcycle ị ga-ada ndị. Mgbe ị kwesịrị ịgba keke ị na-ekele m. Ịghọtara? Ịgwara ọdịshi. Mgbe ị kwesịrị iji dị ọda fonu pụọ ị gịriwe. Ịgwara ọdịshi. Ọ ga-eme gị dị foolish. Ị na-ekele m mgbe ọbụla. But ọ wụ na ị nọ ọdịshi ị na-akpụ n'ezigbo brain ị dị calculative even ma mgbe ị na-ehi ụra. Onye ọdịshi na-ehi relax ọfụma. Right? IPOB ma ihe Nnamdi Kanu sị na anyị makwa ihe anyị na-eme. Onye ọ na-agwa onye ahụ they want to provoke us. Na ọ ma ihe ha na-eme. Ọ sị na Britain akwadochala kama na mgbe anyị ga-strike when we will strike the time will strike is by then we have informed the whole world, and the whole world have been very well aware, then we strike. Then when they will come up with their propaganda, they will tell them, no. You see this Supreme Court, do you know how many years now back? Also 3 months of frustration. I frustrated Nigeria. Let them bring out what they have in store that gave them that grant to call for 3 months adjournment. It is 3 months. They will bring it. We are here waiting for them, and that is why we are crossing them. And that is why we are here to guide our people. Knowing that we have destroyed Nigeria, this is an open war. It is no longer hiding. If you are in war battle, in gun battle now, they may hide. They may deal with you and run away and hide and do propaganda. But the happening in their court can never be hidden. It is always in the open. It is always in the open. Then the topic there says, IPOB is demanding for justice or asking for justice. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers demanding for justice. Nnamdi Kanu and himself demanding for justice. Now, what is Nigeria demanding for? If we are wrong, will you hear us calling for justice? Is it not bribe we'll be looking for? We have to bribe people. Is it not so? Why are we calling for justice? Because we are right. Then why is people telling Nigeria to stop injustice? Because they are harming us. Then what else do you need from IPOB? Was Britain able to allow the world to know about this? Was Britain 1967 to 70, was they able to, they didn't allow the world to know. The few that was helping us was even doing it hiding. Because the kind of blackmail against our fathers was terrible. That's why they decided is either all of them die or they defend here. They decided, Ojukwu started with 3,500 soldiers. But when the very genocide ended, as they said, over 30,000 Biafra soldiers shot themselves to death inside the bushes that they can never be in Nigeria. You know, when we tell them how this very generation, if they dream that will stop, I begin to ask them, do you know that, do you know how many Nwawo that are reincarnated? At least 200 Nwawo reincarnated, 200 Madebo reincarnated, 200 Achuze reincarnated, 200 Nzogo reincarnated. Right? 500 FM reincarnated. 1,000 Ojukwu reincarnated. And there are, many of us are them. If these people refuse to surrender, do you think their children will surrender? Now, people that are following IPOB can understand the reason why IPOB was able to endure all the that is something other people cannot endure, even at this point. If you see what they did to our father, not that they cannot defend this land properly. They did it. But you can't not do it alone. The people that have interest, British block them. This is why Nnamdi can say, we will use long time to make sure the whole world is aware. Even if we start trouble now, the world is aware. But there is a kind of one Nnamdi Kanu want to do to them, so that they will not have to say. Imagine Nigeria bribing the world with the money that the world gave them to stop Boko Haram. Immediately the money comes here. They will send it back to abroad, lobbying people against IPOB. The same money that was sent to stop terrorism in Nigeria. And they will send them in our land. They will be bringing blackmailing news against IPOB to cover up the money they collected. They are hiding the news of what is happening in the north. That is to tell you how strong we are. When foreigners will send money to Nigeria to do something in Nigeria, they would return it back to abroad, bribing them against IPOB. Now you see how powerful we are. The ammunition they gave to them, Nigerian government, to fight Boko Haram, they bring it to Biafra land, killing us. And that is why we told our people, you must be calculative. IPOB, we are dangerous in mind. Do you know what I want to? Do you see where we beat them? You cannot say that we are at war with the Nigerian army in our land without IPOB launching army. Do you understand where we beat them? That's why when they try to prove to the world that we have IPOB arms wing or military wing, they told somebody to say, someone ever to say he launched Biafra army, so that it will give them ground to say they are right to be killing us. Because that's why you see Simon, they are telling you, we are to war with the Nigerian army. It is a lie. They say they launched, it is a lie. It is to invite war. They want to make sure that, they want to prove to the world that the Nigerian army invasion into our land is just, they want to justify it. Because hence you launch army means you are ready for war. And nobody will call for free Nnamdi Kanu again. Are you aware? If you call you and they will say, let your army go and free him. You know, people don't even know how this very battle is. So if IPOB had Biafra army, you'll be going to court. Don't you know that if you have army, you plan and go and rescue him? You don't go to court. You don't beg that the governor should free IPOB. You don't go to court that court should free IPOB members in detention. We don't beg court. We never beg court. We only tell them to obey. Look at the headline, the topic there. We are asking for justice because we are right. Nigeria never demand for justice. Can they demand for justice? No, now. Now you see our ground. We are the only people calling for justice. Can Nigeria call for justice? Thank you. Mommy, thank you. Can you understand? So this is where they lose it. Now, in our struggle, we have the right for self-defense. And these are civilians defending themselves. Do you see where we frustrated them? In self-determination, you have the right for self-defense. But we are not at war with the Nigerian army in our land. Nigerian army and police are invaders that are killing civilians in our land without any army that is challenging them. Now, if you now get to what Simon is saying, army, I launch army. Now you know their plan. And we have neutralized them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I think let me look for one video anyway. There is I think there is a video I need to play.
Of neutralizing.
Now, look at the main agenda of Nigerian government. You see where IPOB beat them. You know, we are dangerous in...
Responsibility of neutralizing many Nigeria terrorist military. We call it Biafra Liberation Army. We neutralize them, we post them on social media, yet they are not acknowledging it. Ask yourself why. Are we hiding it? We are at war with them, we neutralize them when they come to kill us, we kill them, and we measure how many of them, and then we post the ammunition and the arms we recovered from these terrorists. We recover the hillocks, we recover machine guns, we post it. Have you seen the reporting that Biafra army did this and did that? No, they still target gunmen. Have you seen anything like that? They are still targeting what? The army I am leading, taking responsibility of this particular security in Biafra land. I'm taking responsibility. I said Biafra Liberation Army neutralize Nigeria army, kill them who come to kill Biafra. We recovered ammunition, arms that are used to come to kill us. We recovered their vehicles. We posted it. Did you see them reporting? No. Did you see them write, oh, Biafra liberation. No, they're still writing government. What is government? We have a
now you get it. In the comment, they say you get it. You see, he's shouting army, 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 army. Where did you see the army? Only for to clear road for Nigerian army to start killing us. You saw the bombardment today in Okigwe. You saw the bombardment in Okigwe. This is what they plan. They invite war. They say army, army, army. The only problem why Nigerian army is not doing it officially and call it war is because there is no name of a group that launched this army, this idiot is saying, attached to it. No name of group. Just I. That is stupidity in freedom fighting. He does not lead a group. Now, and he cannot target IPOB. He didn't launch the army with the name of IPOB. Do you understand? The word have nothing to do with an individual in freedom fighting. Your group must have a name. They are the group that will launch government in exile. They are the group that will launch the army. But there is no group. Just we. I. Do you understand? Now you understand why IPOB call for any civil disobedience with the name of IPOB. They don't call it with the name of Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear IPOB call for sit at home. You cannot hear Nnamdi Kanu call for sit at home. No. Now you understand. He leads a people. Do you understand? That's why the people say, hey, IPOB, use the name anyhow. Use it. Let me still show you. People that tell you they love IPOB. Akwaniwa. Are you remember the?
So,
let me just come. I need to get a very simple video here. Let me go here and look for it. Thank you for joining us. Ose, is I fighting for Biafra? I fighting for Biafra. Are you foolish? Do you think that there is any politician that is worse than Simon? Have you ever had Dave Umahi claim in charge of IPOB? Have you ever had it? When you went and they conducted vote of no confidence against IPOB leadership, so it was for free Nnamdi Kanu. When you tell people, hey, is he fighting for Biafra? Simon. When he told you not to listen to Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu told us to invite well-wishers and friends and family members to listen to. You said Simon campaign, no listen to Radio Biafra. Simon say he's in charge of IPOB. Simon say he launched M branch. Someone say he launched VOB to replace Radio Biafra. All of you are foolish. So all those things is to restore Biafra. Someone said don't listen to IPOB leadership. Simon started giving you record of people when you don't know his record. When does Nnamdi Kanu talk about people? Because he will tell you about himself. You know his record. His record is in open. Somebody who don't know his record is telling you this man is evil, this man is good. Then, who are you? Nnamdi Kanu is always right. He said, Iman came reputa. Why are you talking about him? But we always cut out the tape of Nnamdi Kanu. Why is it that you don't go and cut out the worst where Nnamdi Kanu say it wrong and play? Why can't you go and pick it? Because he's so calculative when he is speaking. Do you understand? An idiot, he told you launch a government in exile, but there is no, Nigerian embassy did not say anything. In Finland, Amumpama. Only that Nnamdi Kanu reappeared in Israel. Lai Mohammed started crying, calling Netanyahu to repatriate Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. But an idiot say he launched government in exile without a name of a group. What is the name of a group? Don't you know you must lead people in freedom fighting? A group, not your people. You don't lead Biafra to restore Biafra. You must be a fool. You don't lead Dave Umai. If you are leading Biafra people, you lead Dave Umai. You lead those of them. You lead Wike, it doesn't happen. That is why there is IPOB, heavily led by Nnamdi Kanu. He knew that every other person born from the east is IPOB, but there is IPOB he leads. He can expel those people. He don't expel devil man. He expel IPOB. He suspend IPOB, he leads. He appoints in IPOB, he leads. Because we are an organization. We cannot be sacking Biafra people. No, we sack people from our organization and we don't sack them from Biafra. That is to say there is IPOB Nnamdi Kanu list and there is a way they do. Everybody born from the east is IPOB. Why is it that you hear Nnamdi Kanu say, this IPOB, very IPOB that I lead? Have you ever seen IPOB sack on the Chamber Market chairman? Do we appoint him? If we do have evil, we condemn it. Those that voted him, will remove him. We remove the people we appointed in IPOB. Anompama, you don't know me. I preach Biafra under Wazrik. I am the evangelist in Biafra land, the fearless one. I go from market to market, village to village, community to community, roundabout to roundabout, everywhere. Preach Biafra burial ceremony in the primary playing ground where they are playing match, official match. I divide the field into two. Anompama, I return gather charity mother, a choice cat and her on our body. Did you suffer to build it? I have coordinated a local government in Biafra land that will give you the highest number of IPOB family members and the highest number of IPOB family units and the highest number of IPOB family zones in the whole of Biafra land. Unbeatable till tomorrow. I coordinated it. All these people you see on Twitter, most of them from Biafra land. I was the head of Twitter in Biafra. I'm still it. But this very battle took me. I have not been removed there. Head of Twitter in the whole Biafra land. I teach people to tweet. I have WhatsApp group, all the states. I bring people in. I was deputy state coordinator. I resigned to continue my evangelism. I preach Biafra 10 hours. I preach 8 hours. I preach in the vehicle. I preach everywhere. Each and all as our fearless. You go underground, you see me in the market. I wake up people. I wake people up. When we are talking, it's an director. I don't know. It's an COVID-19. Are you mad? Director, I'm not here. Specially trained. Don't you see it? Mad people. We will deal with all of you decisively. Tell me a governor that have claimed in charge of IPOB. Tell me a governor that have raised fund with the name of ESN. Then if you raise fund with the name of ESN, you are now telling us to attack politicians. You are mad. Tell me a politician that is worse than you. Politicians confront us. We know where they are coming from. But you say you are in charge of IPOB with criminality. Have you ever had Ugwani launch M branch? Have you ever had Ugwani say he launched another radio to resurrect Radio Biafra? Have you ever had it? Someone is fighting. I remind you his fight. Somebody that said Monday start home of Nnamdi Kanu, you use it to blackmail IPOB leadership. Even as they are in pain that Nnamdi Kanu suspended it. It wasn't nice, it wasn't okay to them, but they must obey the order. The IPOB was in pain. Upon that, they fought them with this. Upon they were in pain. At the first day, they didn't accept suspending it. You blackmail them today. All of you say you declare army. What is the connection of Nnamdi Kanu with all these activities now? Government in exile and struggle. But you said Monday sit at home. All of you have abandoned Monday sit at home. It is now killing our people. And somebody say, don't you know where you started? What is the starting point? Monday sit at home, Nnamdi Kanu. Why is all of you leave it? You go to no election. You go to this. You go to that. You launch army. You declare government in exile. So does any of this thing lead to Nnamdi Kanu? I ask you. But what was the blackmailing point? That you escalated money. There's a Monday start home. They don't want to free Nnamdi. Have you free Nnamdi Kanu with Monday start home? Then what have you achieved with Monday start home? You are still waiting for court order. Somebody that have gone is waiting for date of court. Don't you know you go to Abuja? So IPOB will always go to Abuja court because we believe in self-determination. You that have gone is in Biafra land killing. You never step an inch into Otipo, not even Okene, not even Ibura. Talk more of Lokoja. You are killing people in Biafra like say you are doing so. Nnamdi Kanu say we need to create the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo, not in Biafra land. You launch army Madi sees. Now the army, Nigerian army is bombarding Okigwe. You see the people's house, they bombard. But we are not at war. But you say you are at war. Where is your defense? Nnamdi Kanu said, the day we will launch, you will declare Biafra. You will tell me to declare it. And when we declare it, at that very minute, our armies will be unveiled. At that very minute, our boundaries will be protected. So hit and run is now army. Hit and run is army. You come and set motorcycle ablaze. This is not Biafra army, liberation army. What does it show? You don't move to zoo. Our leader said, if you look for me, you did not see me, burn down the zoo. It's Obibo. It's Obo Zoo. It's Okigwe Zoo. It's Olu Zoo. It's Oseyitokwa Zoo. It's Osumowu Zoo. It's Ihialaseholu Zoo. We are asking you, it's what is it called? Omaka Zoo. It's Owerri Zoo. It's Mbise Zoo. It's Okpala Zoo. It's Mbano Zoo. It's what is it called? Loba Zoo. Is Ekulobia Zoo. We are asking. Is Nnewi Zoo. Is Agwata Zoo. We are asking you. Is Nsukka Zoo. Is Enugu Zoo. Is Ogun Zoo. Tell us. All these people are killing us. Is Abakaliki Zoo. Is Afibo Zoo. I'm asking. And I abandoned the zoo. You think we just started? We were very well trained. Our God prepared us. Chupuna out of the field. Mad people. Burn down the zoo. Maybe Biafra and Kenya. Now someone is taking the action. Action man are you mad? Barras in the communities, police are down barras in communities, and you come and burn people's vehicle. Burn their motorcycle. Don't you know if you want to fight, you collapse the whole barracks at the same day. You manufacture a weapon. But there is no war. But we have the right for self-defense, but not with army. People must use their sense. Anybody that say declare army, have declared war on the land. You can't launch army without guiding your boundary. You can't launch army without declaring your country. You must declare Biafra, you launch army. Then you protect your boundary. Somebody now calling you, I want to be Biafra Liberation Army. I want to be Biafra Resistance Army. With what? Mad people. So you launch army. Chief of Army Staff did not say anything. Chief of Defense Staff did not. Defense Staff did not say anything. Chief of Air Staff, no, nothing. Chief of Naval Staff, nothing. Why are they shut up? Because it is unpresentable before US government. Because the name of IPOB is not attached to the army. We defeated all of you. Now I'm in charge of IPOB. Now I am IPOB. Now I lead IPOB. In short, we are no longer autopilot. Autopilot is a nickname. We are now IPOB. You must use it anyhow. You must use it anywhere. You must use it everywhere. Listen to it. These are people that want to Nnamdi Kanu. They charge him because he's IPOB leader, and somebody say use IPOB anyhow. Oh yeah, listen.
Today is hereby declared indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Officially, use it anywhere, use it anyhow, and let nobody tell you that you are autopilot. Okay? Autopilot is going to be a nickname.
Dan, what is your name? What is the name of the group you are leading? Agwa na nam chugide ncho okwa nchopo gị n'ọhịa. Ha chara anyị bịara egwuregwu. They don't know us. They don't know how powerful we are. Onye ga-anọrọ ebe ọ chịrị okwu elu, ọ bịala ebe anyị na-ekwu ekwe, ya sị, ya tell you something. Bịala ebe a ka mụ na gị soro gagharịa. ma ikpekwe ekpere ka ala mepe ka ịdakpuo ụbọchị ọzọ ịhụ m mara na mụ na ga-abụrụ ofu. I can preach Biafra anywhere with the spirit in I guide them. Enwe ahụ atara ya ijiri anya gị hụ. Iwekwene sense eji ekwu ya. Control the situation mgbe ahụ. Control the situation. Chena ya ikwulite okwu Biafra wish. The situation. Ma ịgbazi ndị mmadụ olu. Ma ịhazi ndị mmadụ. Ma ime onye kwesịrị ijide gị, you're the confused. Ọ ga-ejide gị. With amamihe gị. Okwu ị na-drop. Ya nwa like ige. Ọ dị happy. Maka ihe ọ chọrọ ịnawa ihe ọ na-anụ. But ọ ga-akọnfam n'izere ezigbo ozi ọma. Chena onye nọkata ebe akwụrụ na-ekwu okwu Biafra. Makwa ihe a na-ekwu. Ụmụ mmụọ na-ahazi gị na direct gị. We move. Now you understand he is inviting war in our land. That's what we told our people. But the war can be officially fought against us if the name of IPOB is included. But the name of IPOB is not included in the army. In the fake army. You don't launch army and still belong to the same Nigeria. Don't you see Ambazonia celebrate their independence? Do we celebrate? No. We remember our fallen heroes only. Now you know they have their army. When Ojukwu declared Biafra, does he not have army? He have army. So how do you launch army without declaring? I want to push him again. Imam na-enye ya agenda. Ọ maghị na m ga-adọp cross ya. Ọ na m kwuo ya dị easy. Follow his or listen to my broadcast. Follow ye ihe akpịrịma na-ewepụta. Follow ye ihe ọ na-ewepụta. Ọkwa ya ọtara ihe ọ na-aba here. Nankan, the army I lead, they do not recognize them. Why can't they carry it? The army I'm leading, they should carry the news. They are telling us that they are stealing on gunmen. So you want to rubbish Nigeria to present terrorist group as army? No, now our people don't know you. They don't recognize you. It is shameful. It will be shameful for Nigerian army to meet US and say, "Hey, look at it. They have declared army." They'll ask him who. They'll ask Nigerian government who declare army, who launch army. You will not tell them now, because if he says IPOB, IPOB will give press release. We have voice. So when he says IPOB, no. Do you now see that this is what they want in our land? Because they are always here to oppose Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu say, "Agana azwaya na work." Nigerian government don't want him to maintain those things, but we maintain it. We told our people when we call for Biafra or they do Biafra, they say they don't want to. What Nnamdi Kanu say is not war, but he will destroy Nigeria. When Nigeria rushed IPOB and started killing us, thinking we'll come up with gun, Nnamdi Kanu say referendum. There. Since then, they have been looking for our gun, and we have been giving them the freedom because we don't have gun. Do you understand the battle? IPOB should apologize to Ekwuremadu. Nnamdi Kanu should apologize to Ekwuremadu for what they did to him. They should apologize to ndị Igbo. Ozugbo ejide Nnamdi Kanu ga-awazi onye na-edu Biafra. How many years ka o chere ewere gị ga-echegharịa? Ọ Christianity butere na-eme nchegharị. Ndị nna anyị gwara anyị na-ime ihe anyị nwụọ. Ọ ya mere somebody ga-eji hate gị 2019 na ị confront Ekwuremadu erizie 2021 ya wụzere Biafra leader. Ya chegharịa maka ha gwara gị na a na-echegharị. Because ama m na David is a man after God's heart. But David wanted to build a temple with the gold, and God said, "No, I can't give up, brother. The blood of Uriah." But I forgive God. And Jesus, I forgive God. I could tell you what in you. A guy that's going to log. I could go low. I could tell you, Mother, they are not passing. And I thought, one day that passes. Grandmother is you could boom by. Somebody now could go on a church, and I go and I could tell you, all I will landlord can knock on yard in nature. You just make him come happy at church. It's your guy another church. He said, "Why is Zoku? Why is Zoku? Oh, yeah, can haji somebody gwage na IPOB 2016 tweet eberima about IPOB. Anakatazi I say no one lead is a Biafra struggle. Onye say na I will miss grant. Makana ine protest free Nnamdi Kanu 2016. Agwara m gị na Bible na aga agbara David. mba agwa ya ga-agwa ya na gbara na Jizọs kwara ụgwọ niile akwara ụgwọ niile ị na ha azụkwa ọgwụ na-aṅụ na-aga ụlọ ọgwụ ịyọtara na-ata ahụhụ dịrị gị ebe ụzọ mebiri taa ahụhụ ya onwe mgbe ị na-efe efe onwe ụgwọ akwụrụ onye ọbụla hapụ confuse mmadụ hie akwụrụ ụgwọ m na maka wụrụ slave na Naịjirịa o nwere ndị akwụrụ ụgwọ ya eso m mgbe ọbụla akwụkwara ụgwọ nke anyị ga-ama akwụbeghị ụgwọ nke anyị o anyị atala ahụhụ anyị na-anwụ hie we suffer akwụrụ ụgwọ anyị ha bịa were kwuo crude oil anyị mgbe a hapụziri anyị crude na akwụọla ụgwọ Jizọs setụlụọla ndị Britain mba Jizọs akwụla ndị Britain ụgwọ ha hapụziri anyị oil na unu chọwụ na-agakwu ndị ọcha ndị Chineke kwụrụ ụgwọ ha ndị ọ na-agara ndị ha ziri obodo ha akwụbeghị ụgwọ nke anyị akwụbeghị ụgwọ ya ka anyị na-agba mbọ IPOB na-akwụ ụgwọ we die ịgụọ Baịbụl asịghị na Peter nwụrụ Peter James nwụrụ ọkwa ebe ha na-akwụ ụgwọ nke ha na-agba mbọ ọkwa sị ọka ịnụ Baịbụl ndị nke anyị na-agụzi ugbu a they don't want to die but IPOB is dying to restore our land. Our father died discovering leaves for us before I said nke ahụ nchụanwụ na nke ahụ kwa ụkazi nke ahụ kwa ụtazi nke ahụ. Did you not know that somebody ate the wrong one? Somebody ate the wrong one. Somebody ate the wrong leaf. His brother saw it. Ahụzie ya asịsị gị na-ede ndị mmụọ ọkwa ụgwọ ndị mmụọ erikwala ya because it kills. Somebody paid the price. But today after ịgụchara Peter gụchara James ị gaga wee sị na nna anyị kpere arụsị ị gakwa were ede ya ede ọ chọpụtara nke ọ gwara gị eji esi ofe nke ọ gwara gị na-eri ị ga rie ogo ya iri ụtazi ya iri ụkazi ya irie nchụanwụ ya right irikwe ntụrụkpa ya ya dịka Chineke bịara tọọ ihe ndị ahụ aka. Men tested wrong one. Men discovered the food you are eating. They told you to say share. They say enjoy. Ego Matthew. They say no the evil. All the evil. But you have not been in the bush. Chop tofu kwa here. Tina ngia ineri. Na madam nyanyo faku. Owana agote na Timothy. Gagote faku na Timothy. Gagote. Gwam ebe gotara ofe ọha na gwam ebe gotara ofe shafu olubu sheye na akwụkwọ James. Ono there. You condemn our fathers. That's why if I want to pray, pray the God of Nnamdi Kanu, the God of Nnamdi, the God of Ojukwu, the God of Nnamdi Baruru. They left their work. Has kwatu oshishi. Nyetara ụzọ Aisha la village. They discovered even stream. Prepare chaya doba na asa ahụ ma ụmụ nwoke ma ụmụ nwaanyị. Kwado chaya ịnọkwa brain ndị akpụrụ. People donated their lands. They sack, they even pursue wild animals. Today, they are similar to Kuseki village and by Biafra. It's about men suffered for what you are enjoying. Do you know what they suffered to establish that place? They didn't go to work. Some places don't have stream or any place in there, but their fathers went to another community, about 3 or 4 communities, to discover water for them, and agreed with those people that their children from generation to generation will be taking water here. I say sponsor yes, and imagine it. Village in free. Abịagwaghị maka Matthew mere ọfụma n'obodo ha. Ekwuzie ka mama abakwara sebe onye go village ụlọ aha. Gwa gị iwu, ti gị iwu, ga akpọrọkwara nwanne gị nwaanyị lakpuo, ga-emekwele nka, ga-emere nka, ticha iwu, gwa gị ezulu ochi, gwa gị atụlashi, gwa gị everything. Ị bịazie gwa m na pastor gwara gị atụlashi. Ịmaghị ya n'ụlọ pastor mmiri ọgwụ ya. Mmiri ọgwụ ya na na-ezu ochi, ọ Bible gwara gị. Ha gwara gị ya na yard. You came here, bịa na-akọ inyo. If they send you to go and fetch firewood, ị ga-agba bọọlụ lọta, ị ga-alọta direct. Ị ga-aga azụ ụlọ. Or ị ga-achọ elderly man or somebody ya na mpa gị na mma gị dị na mma, onye ga-akpọ gị lọta na nke unu. Because you were trained, ịma na ị mejọrọ. Ọ Bible mere gị ụta. You came here, all of you are blackmail on my father, na ha amazighị ihe. Ndị gbaziri anyị gwara ya ụta isi brought up, gwa anyị ime ihe ọjọọ. Ha ya say Peter Township, you choose a life, or need to choose a life. They guided you, and whenever you want to deviate, you will remember what your father told you. Or what your mother told you before you made a choice. These people trained us very fine. They blackmail. How they were they kept it for us. Oh, all this thing I be confused unu. Somebody ekwu against Nnamdi Kanu and maka ekwure mmadụ 2019 nwoke ya chari say na etuzi Biafra freedom this like Nnamdi Kanu carry IPOB. People are so foolish. Ndị agwara gị na na-echegharị ha gwakwa gị na no Solomon uses gold David chọrọ use maka David bụ aka Uria but ọkwa man after God's heart over ọbara ihe aka Chineke otu aka anyị na Chineke si dịkwa n'ala anyị hazicha ihe anyị na-agba ekere mgbe onye ọcha bịa sọ ikpere arụsị nye anyị wrestling a na-eyuzu hama abara na-agba mmadụ beta ekere mgbe ijituo mmadụ n'ala ya obilie ejitukwa ya ọzọ ya ebilie onye ọbụla ga-agba okirikiri akwado ya onye ọcha so ikpere arụsị tata ị na-ele wrestling ọkwa anyị kụziri nwa bekee o nwere ndị okorobịa na-aga n'ime ọhịa gbuo osisi buru ya na ngụ hie osisi ndụ buru ya lọta nwa bekee hụrụ ndị isi ike n'obodo anyị strong men gbuo osisi ndụ dewe ya na ngụ buru ya lọta dike nwa bekee hụrụ ndị anyị na-egbu agụ gbuo lion nwa bekee a confirm ọrụ anyị na-egbula anyị dị strong bekee confirm anyị na-agba cultural dance iji guide ụmụ nwaanyị anyị we gave them activity cultural dance ahụ kwanụ mgbe mmadụ ga-eprezentị gị ma itoro ịlụ di ị bịa gbaa egwu mmadụ akwado gị kpaa gị uri kpacha gị uri nye gị open tummy agba oge akwa n'obi yi gị short skirt kpaa gị uri ma mma kpaa gị isi ịgba egwu mma onye ahụ ga-esi na onye ahụ nwa m ga-alụ ya simple ndị na-enweta edidat ye ha soro ndị ọzọ mee cultural dance nka ndị ọcha bịa mebie anyị na-agazi night club wit aka spaghetti gwa m ihe dị wrong n'otu ahụ eji kwado ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ha bịa gbaa egwu na ugbu anyị na-agba anyị izi aka spaghetti aga night club which one is wrong? This is how they came. Emechakwa ị ga chọwa nkwụ ojukwu imecha ịchọwa akụ nkọrọ imecha ịchọwakwa ihe niile achọpụtara gị elu akụ gwa gị na etutu ụkpọwa gị ga-edere eriri akwa tụkwasị n'isi ọyị ṅụọ mmiri ọnọkwa na Timoti ọnọkwa na Efesọs ọnọkwa na Filimon mba were ihe a excuse me I'm back. Do you understand? So that is the issue. The same way IPOB is doing it today. We are paying the price. We are dying. I know. Your father did it. In a really chapter. Chapter is in Revelation John. Oh my God. Onwere new food Chineke ekpughere John the Beloved John the Beloved onwere nri ọfụ ma first John ya ma second John etiri nri ọfụ ọkwa nwa bekee bịa replace ihe ọkwa anyị na-akọ akụkọ ifo wu n'oge mgbede ọwụ compound niile ka a na-akọ ya the same time ahụ by then ịrụchala ọrụ dị n'ụlọ shicha nri mgbede etren anyị etreni a na-eshi ya n'oge shicha ya maka ị na-aga ịkọ akụkọ ifo ahụ wee ebe a ka ị ga-anụ otu obodo unu si bịa the first eze chịrị unu otu si mejọ otu si mete otu onye nke a si mee ihe gburu onye a ihe mere kọmpand a ji dajụọ akọcha nji dachie na o gburu nwanne ya mee nke a be ha dakpọ akọchara gị akọziri gị akụkọ mbe na mkpi asị ka ịdị happy lawa but the main point ị ga-amata aka obodo unu ọkwa ya ka edekwe na Bible otu Herod o si chia otu Ehab o si chia otu Fero si chia otu onye ọbụla si chia ọkwa ya ka a na-abịa agụrụ anyị ewetara Bible study the same time anyị na-eji aka akụkọ ifo the same time ha fitri block rosary the same time ha fitri Bible study were block rosary replace akụkọ ifo anyị ada iberibe ịmara akụkọ obodo unu ịmara ebe ahụ a na-akọ ya na o nwere ndị okenye ọwụ kọmpan niile ka a na-aga ebe ndị a na-ajụ ajụjụ ajụta ha nwee ebe ụmụaka akọkata ofu onye okenye tiri ha ọnụ doo ha anya na ebe a na-aga aka ifo ihe a niile o preparation akwa ya na-egwu egwu ọnwa nwa bekee abịakwa nyecha anyị were night carol ti mgbe anyị ji egwu egwu ọnwa etinye night carol arịrịọ akwa egwu na-adachi ihe ego na-agbape gate arịrịọ betụmakọla esi na anyị enweghị ndị arịrịọ eti na otere. This is the only nation I have been. There is no single beggar. Macaulay, report to a British diplomat. 1803. Sorry, 1835. Sorry. 1835, not 1803. 1835. 1803 was about Ekweku War, right? 1835, Macaulay said we don't have beggar. But they came here, they turned us to beggar. They say it's the night carol. Do you understand? And that is why IPOB is here. If you see us fighting Ipob and Ozo, hey, apa village anyị dị here. Ha ga-akwawa ọrụ sụcha obodo unu. Kwatu osisi nwe ụzọ. Gboru unu akwa kwako. Hazicha ya, chọpụtara na emume unu ga na-eme n'obodo. Ada elu nwaanyị, i confirm on ada elu nwaanyị. All argument. We continue. There is no criminality in freedom fighting. It's unacceptable. When you do it, you run away. It doesn't happen. That's why when ESN carry on their duty in law against Fulani herdsmen terrorists, Fulani herdsmen terrorists came up and say they will go after the communities of Loba. ESN came up and told them, no, it's ESN that did it. That is freedom fighting. Do you understand? So now you can see those people, when immediately they said they launch army, they started coming up to say, yes, we are the people that do this, we are the people that do that. Then ask them, during that Monday sit-at-home enforcement, why is it that when the Nigerian army tried to blackmail IPOB and tail punch Vanguard, Sahara Reporter, they write that IPOB ESN enforcing sit-at-home killed and burned down vehicle. Why is it that these people did not come up and say, it's not IPOB, it's we? Do you understand? Now, I want you to be following. Have you ever seen them debunk any news about Monday sit-at-home enforcement? No. After we have defeated that one, now that they want army to start killing us because in the name of the launch army, anything politicians do in Imo, they say we are the people that do it. Hey, we are the Biafra Liberation Army. Even Nigerian army, if they kill, they never say they killed. Nigerian army, they never agree they killed. Now ask yourself, when somebody did not call the name of his country, never declare country, a nation, he launched army. And when political activity, political terrorism happen in any part of Biafra land, they will come up and take responsibility. What do they have in mind? They didn't declare Biafra. They declare army. They didn't protect the boundary. They didn't discuss army with the people. And the army is not up to 10. So we are asking you, why is it that when Mopos or them carry on any action in Imo, these people will come up and say, we are Biafra Liberation Army, we are resisted army, we did it. Are you getting the game? Now ask yourself, why is it that all these 2 years IPOB have been debunking news about Monday sit-at-home we suspended? Why is it that they never claim it? Now I ask you, why is it that after their criminality in the name of Monday sit-at-home, when global IEP tag IPOB as number 10 in the list of the Global Terrorism Index report, right? Why is it that these very people that committed it, they knew it's not IPOB? Why did they not come up and confronted Global Terrorism Index or IEP and tell them, no, this should be the position of autopilot. I am leading them. We are the people that committed it. IPOB are cowards. They cannot do enforcement. They cannot do it. Their DAS is not there. I have sacked them. So I am the one who did it. Why is it that they didn't claim it? It is now you are not telling us the army that I am leading, because that is the last option of Nigerian government to fight us in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, and they must use somebody to instigate it. And the IPOB in their self-determination have the right for self-defense, but not with army. That is why we are not at war with the Nigerian army in our land. Rather, Nigerian army are invaders in our land, and they are killing innocent civilians. If we have army, we will not be telling the world to come and free Nnamdi Kanu. We would have invaded Abuja. If we have army, we will not be telling court to free IPOB members in the state. We would have invaded detention facilities. It is die or you survive. But we go through court because we don't have army. We believe in self-determination. ESN is a vigilante because they were launched out of the negligence of duty and inefficiency of duty of the politicians from our land by not hearing the cries of our people over Fulani invasion, sponsored by the federal government. Even as they were declared at the fourth deadliest terrorist organization in the world on November 22, 2015, Fulani herdsmen in the world, though, at the Amakwama. Do you understand? Thank you. Do you understand now? That's why you see them. Immediately anything happen, we are Biafra Liberation Army, whether they have idea or not. Now tell me where Nigerian army is killing and they are showing it on video. Show me. Now even as they are officially putting on uniform. Now ask yourself, how can somebody that says Biafra Liberation Army put on Nigerian army uniform, put on Biafra what is it called? Regalia, cap, right? Then carry on Nigerian police gun. 3 combination. 1 person. Do you understand? 1 person, he says gentle. He put on Biafra cap. 1. Nigerian army uniform. 2. Nigerian police gun. 3. Now you get the instigation. Do you get it? So the long time they don't have gun. They don't have cap. They don't have what is it called? Uniform. They only wear their Nigerian army uniform. They carry police gun. They now wear Biafra cap. Now you know their last option is we'll free Nnamdi Kanu, but we want to fight them and destroy their land. And the people that will remain, if Nnamdi comes out and call for Biafra, those people will tell him, no, we don't want Biafra. And if he comes out and see what happened in our land, he will be frustrated. He will not like to agitate for Biafra again. But IPOB have quenched that fire. That's why you see these people shouting. Now, why are they not publishing what my Biafra army is doing? Why are they not reporting it? Report what? IPOB Barunu. Our name is not included. The newspaper cannot say IPOB launch army. That is why they are not reporting it, because you don't have a name. You are not leading any people. You are just saying, I am Simon. I lead Biafra people. You don't need Biafra people to restore Biafra. You lead Biafra people means you are leaving Masoludo. You lead Umahi. You lead business people that don't care about what you are doing. No. Nnamdi Kanu leads IPOB, he controls. He can expel somebody from IPOB, he leads. Every other person born from Biafra land is IPOB by birth. But there is IPOB Nnamdi Kanu lead. That's why you used to hear it from IPOB. IPOB happily led by Nnamdi Kanu. There is a reason. That is why we can expel. We can suspend, but we cannot suspend Igbo man leading Obey market because he's a born IPOB. No. When Nnamdi Kanu say coordinators should leave their house and go now, he did not tell market chairman. It's the IPOB coordinators that he leads. That's why he suspended Uche. We sacked Uche Mefo from IPOB. We did not sack him from Biafra. Because Uche Mefo is aware IPOB is an organization. You don't come up and say, I'm in charge of IPOB. I was appointed. I run a buggy. Some idiots as foolish as they. Nnamdi Kanu handed over to him. Mad people. So somebody, if you listen to Nnamdi Kanu, he will say, the day we will declare Biafra, you will tell me to declare it. That very day, our armies will be unveiled. At that same minute, our boundaries will be protected. Online. I declare Biafra government in exile. I declare armed struggle. We declare no fly zone. We declare no checking point. We declare no election. We declare story. Akoko. The natural relevance. I am in charge. Is that not the same thing with Nigeria? We are peaceful. Is it one Nigeria? We are one Nigeria. If there is one Nigeria, why will they be calling for unity? There is no one Nigeria. Now, if you are in charge, why would you be campaigning in charge? Then Simon was in charge. Then when he told the Finland journalist that is in charge of IPOB, what did the Finland journalist did? He contacted the Mapuafu because they knew the address of IPOB. IPOB have address. They have leadership. They have media and publicity secretary. They have Radio Biafra. Without Radio Biafra, you cannot lead IPOB. You must be in charge of Radio Biafra. That is the address of Nnamdi Kanu. That is our gathering point. And that is our assembling, what is this called? Worshipping point. Somebody told you is in charge of IPOB, but you have no connection to Radio Biafra. You believe that person, you must be a fool. And the highest one. I should not discuss you. You are a fool, an idiot. Radio Biafra is the best connection to Nnamdi Kanu. That's why some group of people when they try to convince Nnamdi Kanu, and they're not talking about free you on Radio Biafra. Even the media warriors, they're not talking about it. Approve a radio for us. Approve a radio for us. They sang this song. They sang this song. They composed for months. Our leader now saw the desperation in them. He said, okay, I will settle them the way I do others. I got open radio. Not Radio Biafra. It is Biafra radio. When he told you, did he tell Ipob to give press release that there is a Biafra radio? No. Then, if you are there, hey, when you approve it, you must be a fool. Professor Gilani, you are an idiot. For Nnamdi Kanu to approve a radio without telling Ipob to make a press release. If you believe. Are you aware? We will complete poor. Somebody says he's a professor. I am a professor on forensic evidence, evidences. I am professor on third party on insecurity. I am teaching you that third party. If they didn't get you, they get you through third party. I am a professor. I am PhD. I am a potana radio. No way you map me approve. Is it not to approve it? Ever professor get entry. Only no po. I'm going to never direct on. All that chopper the boys so ye. Hey, boss, hey, we are going for Biafra. Uzbo direct on or there. The boss so ya poa. Thank you. I demand now. Thank you. Thank you. I demand now. So that is it. Do not allow anybody in Horosegi. Na Nigeria mana Nnamdi Kanu can connect any country in his presence. They cannot fight us in the presence of Nnamdi Kanu. That's why the leadership of IPOB is busy meeting with those countries. But if you see some idiots who don't know what it means to have tie with a country on freedom fighting under self-determination, that you don't publish it. If you publish it, it is betrayal. The other country will not accept you. But somebody says, I met with Russia. I met with South Korea president. They agreed to give us Biafra. That is desperation to say I am relevance. You don't talk it. Immediately you say I met with this, they say this, that is rubbish. That's what Wazirike was telling us. Now George Bush will announce Biafra. Now W. Bush, I met with him. Now it is now Clinton. Hillary Clinton will now sign Biafra, and the husband Clinton will sign it. I will be in New York. I will be in Washington. How can you meet with a country about Biafra freedom? You come and they publish it. Whenever that idiot to publish something to deceive his mugus, those countries will be laughing because they know diplomat. They know it doesn't happen that. And you cannot meet with a country without leading a people. In freedom fighting, it is impossible. IPOB goes with the name of leadership of IPOB. That's why Nnamdi Kanu kept the structure. That's why Nigerian government recruited them and targeted on the structure. You don't meet somebody and say, I'm Simon Eber. What is the name of your group? No country will accept you. No government will listen. Forget all this rubbish. We knew this thing very, very well, Oga. From scratch. We suffered. And as a go Moshishi will ga preach Biafra. I drag go microphone. More than 50, and may preach more than 15,000 people, 25,000 people. Drag a microphone. Another microphone make way no. And people will go and collect it from you. Immediately, morale will Biafra. You want disrupt people will fight you. I went to Oko. They invited me to Oko. Onye nezo mebe a na-eme burial. Onye ndị Anglican. Ha icha white ha ka return. Ozugbo na ahụ Biafra flag. Enyi me were mic si na ndị niile na ado Biafra na okwuoli ya na ha na-ekpe arụsị. Chineke mere m ebere. N'ihu anya m maka m si ha many cross how many state bịa Anambra. Eche na o nwere ebe wu different place to me. Everywhere is Biafra land. Because people from Afibo defended Anambra during the war. Somebody from Anambra defended Abakaliki. The army did not defend only their town. They were transferred to different places. So the land belongs to us. Maybe my father fought in Anambra. After all, you got me in Oko. Do you know where my father fought? Do you know where my uncle fought? Do you know? You don't know. That's why everywhere is my land. Nonsense. People from Owerri came and defended Enugu. People from Enugu defended Mbise. This is how the army was transferred. Logic I destroy you in the open. You will hear a laugh. With the school, they will forget you with Obobo Ibogi. I will bring it down, the argument down to the understanding of everybody. Elani. Immediately the man who make this voice, I can on gate. We were officially invited because only one member IPOB. So we member my church. It is also the same. You came, we came. And only one the gates no problem. We have not even come to counter you. Just leave right in a gate. You buy allegation. And if I shut up, people is always anyeze. Makana or canon or a bishop or na Anglican or no Reverend can use carry. Now Reverend and then image you all know that's what they will take us as Inoku. There are IPOB members there, but they cannot be bold to challenge because I get but I'm there now. My voice out from the gate. This thing happened 2020. Immediately I voice out from the gate. My one down in the flag. Sangwa block this gate. Noise ade. Ngwa kwiji mic. I ga confirm now. Ozugbo trimpu noise ade. Ndi na-eme burial aga na tell microphone. See I drop or mic. Why you jikwu dey ha? Why you jikwu dey ha? Ngba ha hapu ha lawazie. Ndị Anglican nwunye dị mama ndị nwebere ha lawa. Instead to go confusion, noise ade everywhere. Had we keep quiet, the people will not be angry. Oh, when there's reverse, can people do to say, you could add him, Hamana, the letter as like I want silent, waiting is not wasting patience, but patient to receive information. Hamayi Haina, man, are great trials are the necessary preparation for greatness, and the road to success is always under construction. I now consult, I had our road to success. Ka ha mbasi ha lawazie ha lawa gentle drop or mic lawa na ga ngwongwo ha niile ma ewu ha bu ai bugara ebere ha lawa ise de ha ga cause nsogbu here maka ndị ahụ mana anyị sigodo fa bịa ya nwa anọ here na-eri ego the big man na-eri ego ya since ma ọ lọta eri ego ya anyị abịa ka anyị nọ wit onye nke anyị nwere anwe sị na anyị wu demon maka na ịhụ Biafra flag. I sack all of them from there. No brother sim with mic. Me with mic is Ozioma. Gini na busy. Ko won gasiri ikpe sochie. Our people have been hearing since. Why na m ga na history. Kolo anya na no to begi. Kolo anya niile gwa be na akọ ihe nọkwa na akwụkwọ onye nke ọzọ. Ihe na akọ Bible mad village. What is different? What is new? I will bring something na amaghị na akwụkwọ onwe ebe nu dere ya and they will cherish it. If you challenge me they will beat you. Ebe ọbụla ndị eze ozi Biafra ọnwa na kam people that ịnwa anwa make noise ha agwaghị ga ma ikwe gị they push you. Amakwa m ozi ọma m ga-eji aka amụ ha down immediately direct aha gwa ha ihe onye a mere otu o si zie ezie then tazie ya nwụta hazie balance ya ozugbo you're the free na ọ wụta anyị nwa ma ọ ya they will deal with you. That's why when you buy a defend IPOB, I loro ya somebody ama ya na say ọgụ anyị loro na-ebu ozu n'alụ ma ndị ka agbara egbe ma ndị ka nwụrụ anwụ ma ndị nọ n'ụlọ ọgwụ ma ndị a na-etriti bile wound ma ndị ka nọ na nga anyị na-eji nri na-eleta ha na-aga kọtụ na-eli ozu na-aga mọchụarị na-arụ ụlọ ọwụkwa na anyị kwụsịrị Nehemiah chapter 4 kwa edere onu ya na Bible chapter 4 from verse 8 gawa even bido na 1. Actually, that they set watch in the cities to guide their families and their children and their wives. And as they built the wall, they were holding spears on the other hand, and we are building with the other hand. Is that not what we are doing? Did you not see what we said? ESN. To guide our children and our mothers. Are you not seeing it? And he now said, verse 10, that the strength of the burden bearers decay because of some rubbishes on the wall. And what are those rubbishes? Just like when you are building a house in a site, there will be broken blocks, there will be wood that carpenter cut, there are nails, there are stones. So when they were building the wall, when these rubbishes was there, it started delaying the laborers who were serving those that are working. If they come to carry sand or stone, they will be on the process to dodge the stone, dodge the broken block, dodge the wood that is there, because as they were working, they were getting damages, and their rubbish started increasing. So when the workers expected materials, it don't come down at that time, and the work started delaying. Do you know what they did? When they prayed, their eyes opened, they started doing cleanup. After cleanup, the work started. And that's what Nnamdi Kanu did on our brain. Clean up. May I clean up na brain I na check mad. Politician kwu anya na oche we ka ihe onye amin. Oh yeah, come like whether me chere ihe ọma me chete, but for the fact na nwere time. Bia check ihe awu. Oh ya na azoptago gi. Before you don't think na radio kwukwu ekwure na punch enura na radio egora na paper. I say yes, I go come na Vanguard. Okay. Ebe egora na paper. Enura na radio. Okay. But now the kind of guy enura na radio wash. It's a lie. Egora na paper wash. And since I'm an wash. Since it has been lie. We can now reason whether me cheated or former or ye cheated, but you must think. I only gave me one. I on a young on a banner use of fidelism. Okay, Gabia may get Mariani. Now I watch the shop, so I know. Also, we move nowhere. Do you know how much our people spend? If we convert our data money at least 1 week, do you know how much we get? 5 million. People are just joking with us. If we convert our data money, we say, okay, 1 week, your data, your bundle, send us the money in cash. Let us buy a minute. Do you know what it? Do you know what 1 year is? 1 month is 1 month data. Our data money. We submit it period. People should not joke with us. So people should not joke with us. I going to go in bubble. A bubble. I okay. Okay. Go and ask. It may go line enough na media. It may go enough here na data. How many Nigerians can use their money and buy that and defend Nigeria? Do we see their youth do brokers about 1st October? No. But you saw Biafra Heroes Day. How we used to send videos, to share videos on social media. Do you know? I met Nnamdi. Thank you. Thank you. Now you can see that Nigerian Supreme Court is behind insecurity. They are among. Is that true? Is that not true? Okay, let me digress. When was Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted? In Supreme Court. By Appeal Court. October 13, 2022. Then, let me just say, let me start counting our appeal in Supreme Court from November 2022. Let me just pick from there. So from November 2022 till October 2023, no judgment. So let me just come back again. From November 2022, Supreme Court did not hear our appeal in Supreme until September 2023. They did not even hear it. They only hear it in October 5, 2023. 1 year before you hear our appeal. Now, what is that showing you? They are prolonging it so that insecurity will be in our land. True or false? Supreme Court now tell us. Why is it that this very one, after disappointing us by cancelling our date of hearing, 14th of September 2023, why did you now, after giving of October 5 and they had our case, then why did you shift it to December 15? Are you telling us that 2 weeks in October cannot do it in an important issue like this? No. Now, are you telling us that all this call by people about insecurity or something in our land, you are not seeing it? Now, are you not seeing where people say, if you free Nnamdi, can let us see who will do security again? Are you not seeing it? Now, did you not read the press release of IPOB telling the world that if Nigerian government say they are not involved in insecurity, they should free Nnamdi Kanu? Now, Supreme Court, let me ask you, what did you just acted by giving us 3 months adjournment? It is because you do not value here as part of Nigeria. You value the destruction of our land, because if here is part of Nigeria, you will not be giving us fair adjournment. You want the death of our people. You are supporting Nigerian army invasion of our land. You are supporting the blackmailing of IPOB with insecurity. Nigerian Supreme Court judges, we are aware. Is that not clear now? I na atọpụta nkịta abịa na-egosi anọkata m kwuo okwu ma hapụ iprove ya. Ka ọ bụla m kwuru na my broadcast na-edo oge anya, ana m arụ ọchị otu director ọchị train m. Otu nke ọ bụla m kwuru ndo oge anya gbalie ya ọfụma o. Ọwụ ndị mmadụ anyị na ha sị na ozugbo m tiri ọnụ n'okwu ha sị gị cool down na m ga-agbali ya ọfụma. Simple. Ị na ọjị gị chere ka onye agbaliere gị okwu a. It prove now they are involved in insecurity. Why is it that they are here? That means they don't take here as part of Nigeria. As we knew. Do you understand? Nigeria have failed by disobeying appeal court order. Why can't you make things better? We know you will give judgment, very justice, but justice delay is not justice deny. But we are asking you, do you like the killings of our people? Because you are sponsoring the insecurity with fair adjournment. Supreme Court, 3 of us, the fair adjournment is giving birth to insecurity. Thereby, that is to say, you love the blackmailing of IPOB and you are sponsoring it. That is to say, the federal government is controlling you. You are no longer competent. Why the 3 months adjournment? Share this program. I can call and die in here right hand. Thank you. I am never going to stop the program. We can't create a big. We problem going carry enforcement of sit at home. How do you know now? We have seen many things. Which problem? Look at what we see. Thank you, my brother. We know they want to create problem. But we are here now. Some people to brain hard enough to guide. Until he be not to wake an IPOB, then when Hagama. IPOB is very strong. I don't want to look it up, give my najo, a log, because position. 30,000 Biafra soldiers gbagbusoro nwe ha n'ime ọhịa na ha ga-awụzi Nigeria. Ya adịghị ka nke anyị na-eme ugbu a na anyị ga-anọkọta akwụsị. Ime ole ha nwụrụ? Over 30,000. Gbuo onwe ha mgbe a sị no more war, no veto, no vanquish. Ha sọ washi. They cannot be Nigeria. How can they be Nigeria? Nigeria for what? They shot themselves to death in the bushes and the forest. Kema stage Ainaga. So Nigeria should understand this. Supreme Court or some of our people that are dreaming that one day you may stop. You are dreaming, and that very dream is an expensive one. Expensive dream. Thank you. Thank you, Umuchineke. I'll be rounding up here. I'll round it up here at this very point in time. It's like we have tried. But because of the environment, no, we didn't even start early anyway. But we just manage it. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Muchineke. We are rounding it up here. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Maduabuchi. Adi amakwa ama from Ndiabo, in case you don't know. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. Adi amakwa ama. Here is our homeland studio. And I broadcast from our homeland radio Biafra. Not connected to London, Adi amakwa ama on Facebook here. That is why we say something and expect you to cut it out. That's when Nnamdi Kanu says something, he wants you to cut it out and use it against him. But there is none you can use because he calculates. But some people will just come up and say something anyhow. When we remind them, they say, why are you talking about Simon? Why did he say it then? He said it with an agenda to achieve something. Then we bring it back now. Ibido kwa na kponkwa na abagi ima na na-ekwu ihe na public ị ga-adị careful. Man ị ga-adị calculative. Why not ka te bịa okwu okwu? Don't you know ga cut. So if it was ka asị na get in charge, he may blackmail, mecha time obia I wepụta ya. He say, why are you fighting him? Why did you come? Ehu nke Nnamdi Kanu I cut out. Why did you not come and tell us why are you fighting Kanu when we cut his voice out? And play, don't you love it? Okay, get happy. And you caught one only desperation, government agent provocateur, because he said anyhow, only to be in charge, to claim to be in charge. Out of desperation. So, and there's a web to wait. I said, why no, it was then. It was old video. It was, why do you go back to Genesis? It has an old Bible. You refer to Genesis, where Abraham paid tithe. If you want to collect tithe, okay? He paid to Melchizedek. If we tell you about what another, he said it is an old one. So Bible anyway old, Quran anyway old, Torah anyway old, or voice Nnamdi Kanu old one. He said it before. He said it. Hey, Simon, you have repented. Somebody can repent. So you are telling me that Awolowo did not repent. You still remember the 20 pounds he gave you. But you don't know history. We deal with history. So Buhari repented after overthrowing Shagari. You have the same sense with Nigeria. So somebody overthrew democracy. They voted him as a democratic president because you are a fool. So if you are a Biafran, you will accept it. Now, someone that time he was telling Nnamdi Kanu to beg to apologize to Kulimade. It was them. But why do you always remind when Nigeria killed us? Why did you not call it? It was them. You remind the one they did to you, and the one, if I remind the one somebody that claimed to be my brother did, he said no, it was them. Thank you. And I landed on Nihuana and Ezore me. Oguhacho Ezore by POB. I asked her watch. Now you get me in the open. No, the trick is. Mbaelo Sandy Oguyoza on a BBC. IPOB misinformation. IPOB media warrior misinformation. I asked Oji, I am battling here, Bojo. Because the way IPOB is abandoned with a catapult. I am a bank in dojo. In offer an about catapult, no, the other, no, about 3 plus. 3 plus. Everybody say, hey, about an uncle. You must be mad. And the rebel and whoever. About I got the fella. You must be a fool. I know when the guy no put no fair. On a fair. Na dey say so I got no put buy an obia, but to buy or da or lailuda. About me and go fella, anompama. Oh, go, I call it like I be about here. It's your man, you be the Biafra. Okay. They have shut down our system. It's like battery. The system is down. Thank you. From me, from here, it is good evening. 2023, the Supreme Court case of Nnamdi Kanu have not ended. So, and you tell me that the Supreme Court judges are not seeing all these protests of House of Assembly members in even calling for free Nnamdi Kanu. He don't see all this complaint about insecurity. They don't see, I mean the Supreme Court judges, they don't see it in our land. So are you telling us that they do not even care about the 14th of September date of court that they cancelled? So are they now telling us that they have they are supposed to be dribbling us in this matter? That is to say, they are purposely doing it. The Supreme Court judges, they seriously backing up the insecurity in our land. That is why they are conspiring with Southeast politicians and every other criminals. Nigerian Supreme Court judges, their far adjournment is based on the continuous insecurity in our land, the killings of our people, the invasion of our land by Nigerian security agencies, and their blackmail against IPOB. That is the ground the Supreme Court judges are setting. How can they handle our case to this matter, to this very point? They are giving us from October to December. What are they writing? When I was charged on capital offense, capital charge, I went to court. I was in a waiting trial for 4 years. I was discharged and acquitted. The day I was discharged and acquitted, the judge sitting Ogu High Court under Ogu jurisdiction, Ogu Enugu, that day, he said he was just coming back from treatment, that he have a weak look on his finger, right? And he has small bandage here on his finger. This here. Now, if they call up any case, they call it, they say pick adjournment. He will say pick adjournment. He will pick adjournment until reach to my own. He cannot write, because this one he have fought here, because I'm just talking. I want to draw the attention of the Supreme Court judges. He cannot write. He say he cannot hold big like this because of this finger, this big one. But reaching to my own, he have no option than to handle my matter, because that is my last day. That should be my last day, as God will set it up. He now used like this to write. This was how he was holding his peak. I was on the dock. He wrote the judgment. I was on the dock. He wrote judgment. I stood on the dock and I even got tired. I was there. He was writing. Even all the lawyers everywhere was quiet. He opened it. He will write. He will write. He was picking it up until he finished writing the judgment. He now read them out. And I was discharged and acquitted. What are they? Is it 4 months? October, we are just starting October. This is 5th. So this is October is full month. So are they giving us 4 months to write the judgment, or to listen to Tinubu, or to do what? Or to see more killings in our land? You know, the Supreme Court judges, they enjoy these headlines, blackmailing of IPOB. They enjoy the blackmailing of IPOB by Nigerian police and army. The Supreme Court judges, they are enjoying the illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu. The Supreme Court judges are supporting the stay of execution that was illegally filed and ruled by Malami judges. Thank you. Yes, now we are holding them down. Agachalo, we have crossed almost all the bridge. We are here now at their last bridge. There is another one now that will lead us to cross. Then we enter Biafra land. But now, this one here, Supreme Court, we must cross that bridge. With a victory, we never fell. Go and check it. Just count it. I was in Mazi Maduabuchi's post today. Somebody said, you are not going to get judgment, justice in Nigerian Supreme Court. I said, these people are very foolish. This is foolish people. And Mazi Maduabuchi asked him, so what shall we do now? In the comment section. So suggest for us. He said, join Simon. And he don't know, we know that is where he's going. Do you understand? But they are waiting for death of God to somebody that hold God. They never go to Abuja. They never cross Nsukka to enter Otibo. Join somebody to kill my brothers at home and bring Nigerian army inside. Somebody that has 6 people, is making mouth that he have army. What is he trying to do? He have sailed out to your land. He want army to invade and start killing you. Before somebody say I launch army, do you know he have sold off your land to the enemy? No, you don't reason like that. He say he will be clapping. So had it been they succeeded in using the name of IPOB to declare army, to launch fake army, do you think you will be seeing a place to call your own today? Nigeria would have destroyed it. They would have presented it to US Secretary of State. They will present it to Biden. They present it to UK. They will say strike. They will strike. But the army is not, the fake army is not involved in IPOB. That's why you are still going to market. And when we tell you we are wise, you think we are joking. When we are cutting them off from IPOB so that you will not be the victim. He said, you are hatred. You are hatred. They said we should not go to court. We will not get victory. We get victory. We got in Federal High Court. We got in Appeal Court. They now turned they changed their song. They started singing. Since the court have freed him, federal government refused to obey. What is DOS doing? This was the people that ask you to stop going to court. You will not get victory in your precious court. After we secured the victory, instead of them to shake us and thank us for standing firm, for bringing out our time to go to Abuja, while they themselves was in Biafra land killing our people, in states where Nnamdi Kanu is not. Nnamdi Kanu is not in Ebonyi, he's not in Enugu, he's not in Abia, he's not in Anambra, he's not in Imo, he's not there. But they are killing people there. They tell you it's for free Nnamdi Kanu. And these people are the people that told you they are here to free Nnamdi Kanu. These people have entered they told you they launch army. So what is the business of army and free Nnamdi Kanu? We are asking you, the army in Biafra land, you say you launch in Biafra land. This is how foolish people are. People that declare armed struggle, you are supposed to go to Abuja. You don't need to look at the lawyer's attitude. You don't have business with lawyer. You don't have business with outcome of court. You don't have business with death of court. You don't have business with anything civility. You declare army. Your business is to plan and invade. Cannot do freedom fighting. If you do, they will push you. You follow them. They push you. Coming to that September, they didn't sit it. Then they now give us October 5th. We come. Yes, there was a hearing. They had the case. Why did they not at least give us first week of November? Why is it that common to give us first week of November? Let us just say they want to use 1 month and they write the judgment. Why is it that they choose December? So if they pick adjournment of 2 weeks, will they die? The case have already been discharged. Already. By Nigerian Appeal Court, not Biafra Court, not Kotonu Court, not Ghana Court. Do you understand the game? Now, you had some people telling you that they launch army, but the government is not publishing it. They are killing Nigerian army. Government is not publishing it. Somebody that said they launch army, they are inviting Nigerian government to invade our land. But Nigerian government have watched themselves. They went into their room. They check it. They know that you can never present army to US government without telling the US government the name of the group that launched the army. And the people that launch army have no name. What is the name of the group they lead? It's not a name of group. It's the name of individual. Now you know that we know about freedom fighting. The world have nothing to do with an individual. What is the name? You know, I push him out. He now said that their names are Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Navy, and Biafra, what is it called? The other one he called. Do you understand? So these are their names. But he's still coming. I asked him, he's trying to defend. I know what Darlington Imo wrote about me before he stopped writing. He said, what that self-acclaimed evangelist is saying about Berima on daily basis is very, if you go and if it is destroyed, he said it is disastrous. Men of February said, forget about what the illiterate, what is it called? Is talking about. The man said, if you illiterate cannot do freedom fighting, if you do, they will push you, you follow them. If they push you, you follow them. They were all talking about me. I keep pushing you. You must speak a name. You must pick a name. You must pick a name of the people you lead. The name of the people that launch the army. Individual does not launch army. It is unpresentable to US government. It is unpresentable. And you must assemble army, at least 2 battalions. Now you see what Supreme Court government judge is doing. IPOB told Nigerian government, if you say you are not involved in this security in our land, free Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if Supreme Court judges said they are not in support of this security, they are not sponsoring it, why are they giving us fair adjournment? From last year, November till today, they never hear our case. Until today, they had it. Imagine how many people have died in our land for how many months now. Due to the attitude of Supreme Court judges on a matter that have been discharged by their court. How many people have been killed in our land by their agent provocateurs? How many people, how many houses have been burnt by Nigerian army and police and the Bubag and the agent provocateurs? Since that November, that 2022, till today, that Supreme Court, okay, till yesterday, that Supreme Court did not hear our case. It is only today that they hear. All those ones who have been going is counter motion, counter application, application, and counter. That's what we have been going since. It is today that they hear it. And they are going for judgment. Yes, you must hear before judgment. But what we are asking is, why are you giving us far adjournment? It's because you are supporting the insecurity. It's because you are deaf and dumb on the news. We are on the things we are complaining in our land. You are deaf and dumb. In all IPOB press release, the Supreme Court judges are reading them. We are here challenging Nigerian government. If they said they are not the people supporting insecurity, who are supposed to do that for federal government? Is it not the Supreme Court? Then why do they give us December 15th? Smarter now, they will say that December 15th fall in their vacation. They have ended court. Is it not the same Supreme Court that gave us September 14 when they are resuming on 18th? Have they checked it and discovered? Have they checked this very date? Supreme Court have fixed. If their what do they call that? Is it recession? I don't know what they used to call it. They will not go on recession or vacation then by December 15. Maybe 14 they will not be sitting. Maybe 14 they may not be sitting. They will end the court by 12 December. They may end court by, or the Supreme Court in charge or Chief Judge may be sick, reaching to 10 December. The Supreme Court, the Aliwola, may be sick. They take him to London.
We are asking you, what? Because allowing dog to be watching itself and the free him is in your hand. So if you value this place as part of Nigeria as you claim, why can't you do something that will bring peace to that very side? Why can't you base on, not even beg, you know, we are talking about, we based on our court order, our court victim. So if Supreme Court think that East is part of Nigeria and it is in their hand to stop crime, to stop killings of Nigerian citizens, which people are using the reason that Nnamdi is intention to commit, is it not in the hand of the Supreme Court to quench it? By deciding Nnamdi, then let us see who will do it again. But because they are behind this, because this UK in Nigeria is behind this, because Southeast politicians are behind this, because Ohanes and Igbo are behind this, because they are conspirators, because Agent of Ketua, they recruited him, but we have destroyed them. We have defeated them. Do you understand? Okay. Okay. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you. If you see any dog here, let me know. Because allowing dog to be watching itself on the mirror is to generate noise. It will bring public nuisance. Then the dog will be harassing itself on the mirror. So we don't want to see any dog on this program. And I don't want to see, what is it called? Is it a Birikogene? Worst. If you see them here, tell me. Thank you. Can go show Ushi about Zusurupo. Can I not time or Akohinyo? No matter people. In the action. 2 years. Nah, it's Monday at home before December 15. Now they cannot be free. Monday sit at home. 2021. Mad people. Now we are taking action. We are taking action. Not even in Okene. Not in Ibura. Not in Otiba. Or Tibo. Talk more of going to Lokoja and entering Abuja. Taking action is in our kitchen. In our backyard. In our compound. Killing us, kidnapping us. Collecting ransom. Burning our keke. Burning our motorcycle. Burning our houses. Lying and traumatizing our children that went to school. Lying our teachers down. Destroying the okra of our mothers. Kidnapping our people. Calling our businessmen on phone. Threatening them. That is their action. Declaring army of 6 men. So that Nigerian government will send their army to destroy our land. That is their action. Their action is lie. Their action is I'm in charge of IPOB. Their action is I'm in charge of ESM. Their action is Radio Biafra will stop talking. February 28th. Their action is the DOS will end February 27, 2022. The DOS is still here. Some idiot will still come here and make comment and mention DOS. You make vote of no confidence against DOS. Since February 27, 2022, you are still coming to where I'm talking and you call DOS. Did you not vote to 7,000 votes out of 70 million Biafrans? You got 7,000 to remove leadership that was not voted in, but they were appointed. Right? You are still mentioning the same IPOB leadership that you made vote of no confidence. You are still listening to the same Radio Biafra. You campaign that people should not listen to. Where is your VOB? You come here, all of you will come here and talk rubbish. Where is your M branch? Have you ever seen an IPOB M branch? but you launch your fake one. Where is the no election that you campaign for 1 year? Did it happen? No siren, no flight zone. So if somebody make another declaration now, I will be taking it as something. Mad people. What will you say now that to be compared with no election, you blackmail IPOB with? You even printed poster. You put the picture of Nnamdi, you put Ojuku, you put Effiong. You say Nnamdi and no election. Did the election hold? Yes. So what are you going to present again? I want to know. Oh my number. Across now we are raising fund. We are not pilot. Don't listen to DSS. We not listen to anybody in DSS. Okay, I'm not receiving call from Nnamdi. Hey, I am in his heart. Okay, I received message from Nnamdi. Okay, as from today, anything I'm saying is not coming from Nnamdi. And this across Hey, I met with South Korea president. I met with North Korea. They will declare Biafra. I met with Russia. They approved Biafra. Hey, our worship is in Lagos. Our fighter jet is there. Our fighter story. These are the actions. After all this, they will come back and say, since the Nigerian got her free him, Nigeria refused to allow him go. What is DS doing? This is people that declare army. What is your business with court order? What is your business with sit-at-home? You don't have right to go to civility. You don't have right to come closer to political solution. You don't have right to come to civil process, a democratic process. You are supposed to gather and organize and go to Abuja DSS. But you cannot go. You cannot cross Okene. You cannot cross Otiba. You can be in Abakaliki. You can be in Imbo. You can burn down all the motorcycle. And you come back and say, I'm taking action. Check action. Mad people. You are still waiting for December 15. Onye Jebe. Onye Jebe. Pora na I know so. Nigeria making this in all time be your big. Bullet should be, sound of the gun should be your microphone. That is armed struggle. Your bullets are your bigs to write. When those you are challenging hear the voice of yours, the sound of your gun, that comes direct to them, not the sound of the gun that goes to your people. That is when they will know your language. But you cannot say you have gone. You will be on Facebook writing. You will be around. Are you foolish? You will be broadcasting every day. Don't you know that you see us? Yes, because do you see ESN broadcasting? How many ESN do you see broadcast? Because they are in another level. If we are in that level, what am I doing here? Those in abroad, you see them, they will return. But we are in self-determination. But some of you say, we have army, someone declare army, we declare police, we declare levy, we declare Air Force, we declare government in exile. You are waiting for court. You call for sit-at-home. Sit-at-home is civility. You are calling the government to listen. Government does not listen to somebody that have gun. Government will only hear the sound of your gun. Positive, that is, the positive sound. It will come to the government, not to your people. Somebody say we are doing something. It is an instigation. It is an instigation. That is sellout. Because if IPOB do it, our land will be, you will see strike. They will strike our land. But there is no name of a group that launched the army. That's why we have not been strike. And the name of the group was not linked to IPOB. That's why they have not invaded our land. They cannot present such army to US. It is unpresentable. Somebody now can we have defeated Nigeria and Northern and Supreme judgment. They don't want to hear it. And they can throw away the tail anytime. But your bullets are your bigs to write. When those you are challenging hear the voice of yours, the sound of your gun, that comes direct to them, not the sound of the gun that goes to your people. That is when they will know your language. But you cannot say you have gun. You will be on Facebook writing. You will be around. Are you foolish? You will be broadcasting every day. Don't you know that you see us here because do you see ESN broadcast here? How many ESN do you see broadcast? Because they are in another level. If we are in that level, what am I doing here? Those in abroad, you see them, they will return. But we are in self-determination. But some of you say, we have army, we declare police, we declare levy, we declare efforts, we declare government in exile. You are waiting for court. You call for sit-at-home. Sit-at-home is civility. You are calling the government to listen. Government does not listen to somebody that have gun. Government will only hear the sound of your gun. Positive, that is, the positive sound. It will come to the government, not to your people. Somebody say, we are doing something. It is an instigation. It is an instigation. That is sellout. Because if IPOB do it, our land will be, you will see strike. They will strike our land. But there is no name of a group that launched the army. That's why we have not been strike. And the name of the group was not linked to IPOB. That's why they have not invaded our land. They cannot present such army to US. It is unpresentable. Somebody now we have defeated Nigeria and Northern and Supreme judgment. They don't want to hear it. And they can throw away the tail anytime. But immediately they hear it, the case is now fully registered in court. You must decide on it. You must decide on it. You must rule on it. Because they doesn't listen. They don't take advice. And they will blackmail us. And that will be the car. Let them start again with the gun. The word they were here. You must come with self-determination. Don't you know? Our fathers are making him. And today we have cleared it. Nigerians still want to tarnish us. They say we are terrorists, but we have defeated that one. Not that we are cowards, but you must prove your fathers right before you tell any other country that you need Biafra. Because in your absence, we heard it now. Thank you. Now you are aware that the Supreme Court judges are in support of insecurity. Are you doubting? Okay, why are they giving us far enjoyment? So they gave us 5 months adjournment from May to September. 4 months. Was it not May? May 2nd. So it's almost early. It is 4 months, 5 months. May to September 14. They failed. Right? They now gave us closer adjournment of October 5th, right? So if they give us ending of October for judgment, will they die? Will the Supreme Court judges die? So they cherish all this news of insecurity from our place. Because they are behind federal government and the Nigerian army, Nigerian security, Nigerian recruited agents in their crimes in our land. If they are not supporting it, why are they shifting our case even to December 15, that they may even tell us that they have gone on vacation or recession as whatever they use on it? Why are they giving us 15? Why? What happened to first week of November? I am saying this, not that we do not wait for the day. I am saying this for you to know that all of Nigerian arms of government are behind insecurity in our land. All arms of government. All arms. IPOB is right by telling the world that if Nigerian government is not the people carrying on this insecurity in our land, they should free Nnamdi Kanu. As people are using it as a pointing arrow, as a point of their crime, let them free him. Now that the Supreme Court are in the opportunity to do it, to give us at least 2 weeks adjournment? Why is it that they gave us December? Because they cherish the burning of our land, because all of them are involved in this crime to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Supreme Court judges, are you not involved? What happened to November 1st week? What happened to our date, 14th of September? What happened to it? You take us as children. We know why we are following this. We know there is a bus stop. Each vehicle have where it's going. You see IPOB, waiting is not wasting, but patience to receive information. In case you don't know, if you want to go around the world, no group can be patient like IPOB. Nobody can endure like Nnamdi Kanu. Supreme Court judges, but no, you are not dangerous like no one can be dangerous like us. Do you understand? We don't have gun, but we are more dangerous than Boko Haram. Nigeria use the money they collect to fight Boko Haram to go and bribe on behalf of IPOB. Imagine how powerful we are. We don't have gun, we don't terrorize, but the world will give Nigeria money and the ammunition to fight Boko Haram. They will use the money to start going back to foreign country and start bribing them with the money they gave them to fight Boko Haram in their country. And the ammunition they give them to fight Boko Haram, they will bring it to the east to kill IPOB that have no gun. Now you see we are more dangerous than Boko Haram. Even as we don't have gun. Supreme Court judges, if you lead us to that level, you will not cherish it. You are cherishing the insecurity in our land. But time is coming when all of you will get it hot. Okolo, there is one Okolo among them. There is one Okolo among them also. Okolo, Biafrans. They are judges, Supreme Court judges. Do you understand? Federal government are the people removing the politicians in insecurity. So you can see it practically by Supreme Court judges. This one is practical one. It is very clear that the Supreme Court have shown the handwriting, the signature of federal government in insecurity. They are fully behind insecurity in our land. With their far adjournment. With their far adjournment. On a very special matter like this. A matter of Nnamdi Kanu that have already ended. Nigeria committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu. Terrorism, kidnapping him from Kenya without possessing any Nigerian passport. They terrorized Nnamdi Kanu. They committed terrorism. Nigerian court found Nigeria guilty by condemning the attitude they used to bring Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. It was totally condemned by Appeal Court. Appeal Court decided Nnamdi Kanu and acquitted him. Appeal Court said they will pay him compensation. Appeal Court prohibited Nnamdi Kanu from standing any trial. But you can see a headline from Daily Trust or Daily Post, that Appeal Court fixed December 15 for Nnamdi Kanu for judgment on charges against Nnamdi Kanu. For judgment on charges. That's when immediately I saw it, I said, okay. Upon they are cooking another food from the other side. They use Anonymous and the other of their agent to send Nnamdi Kanu will meet with Tinubu. Another black man coming. They are sponsoring it, federal government. That's why you see Supreme Court giving 3 months. They have many agendas. Do you understand? What are they trying to sponsor? That Nnamdi Kanu have collected bribe. Nnamdi Kanu is negotiating. Nnamdi Kanu negotiate with Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu negotiate with Ohanese. Nnamdi Kanu negotiate with the faction Ohanese. Nnamdi Kanu negotiate with the Tinubu. Nnamdi Kanu is about to meet with the foreign minister. Nnamdi Kanu is that is what you'll be hearing. Do you understand? That is what they want. That's why you saw them. They knew, these Southeast politicians, they knew that they will give us fair adjournment. So the first of all, they come to the process. Do you understand? What do? They call for economic and the security summit. Do you understand? Because Nnamdi Kanu replaced Monday Staton with economic empowerment. So they were ashamed of themselves. For somebody that is facing incarceration, in detention, to be empowering our people while the leaders are here. Shamelessly, they left checking points that is key of this economic problem here in the East, right? The checking point. When they were going to this meeting, they saw multiple checking points. All these organizations, they didn't all fly on the air. All the politicians, they passed through this checking point. They saw it. These very people, they kept IPOB family members in their states, in cells, detention facilities, as the governors. They now gather and call for economic and the security summit. But they knew that IPOB family members they kill. There are people they feed. There are people, there are places they are working. When you kill them, you did not even think about their family. They are suffering. It is affecting the economy in our land. Now, those that are in detention, there are people they are feeding. Do you understand? And also, they committed no crime. Why is it that Southeast politicians, they will keep IPOB family members in detention? They will not tell you they are calling for free Nnamdi Kanu. Charity begins at home. Why can't they free IPOB members? Then we'll see their seriousness. Now, we'll now see that they demand for free Nnamdi Kanu, not calling for free Nnamdi Kanu. That call looks like begging. I call for free. If you demand for free Nnamdi Kanu, you will give your reason. It is different from call. Their reason when they call for free Nnamdi Kanu is insecurity. But if you demand for free Nnamdi Kanu, you will call on court order to be obeyed. Differentiate them. Separate these two words. Separate it. They are different. IPOB demands for free Nnamdi Kanu. That is what IPOB demands. Based on court order. But if IPOB call for free Nnamdi Kanu, it may be negotiable. I will be calling that the federal government to hand him over to me. I am Soludo. I call that the Tinubu should give him to me. I am Ohaneze. Why can't you demand that Nnamdi Kanu should be free based on court order? No, but this is a Nigeria you want us to belong to. How can we belong into a Nigeria that even those that call themselves our fathers cannot call their government to obey court order? They are even cowards where they want us to belong. They cannot defend their constitution. How can they defend their children if we belong to Nigeria? These cowards call themselves Southeast politicians. They believe in Nigeria. The government is their own. Then why can't they be bold enough to challenge their government and so obey court order? Is that not their country anymore? Thank you. We are coming, don't worry. We are coming. We are coming. Thank you. I'm coming. We cannot be here with the dog. Dog will harass itself here. I don't want dog to harass itself here. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming. Thank you. Okay, let us move. Let us move. Let us move. We move. We move. So, can you understand that Nigerian government knew what they are doing? Southeast politicians knew what they are doing. Southeast governors knew what they are doing. And IPOB have crossed them. Then we move nowhere. This is an open battle. It happens in the presence of everybody, no hiding place. It is not that one, 67 to 70. British was busy lying. This one is any victory we secure in their court, we took it to international body. We have weapons this time. Court orders are our weapons. Legitimate weapons. Legitimate. Not to gossiping weapon. Not to gazing. These ones are weapons. It hook Nigeria on their neck. That is why our people, it is a time for that our people are supposed to be reasoning very fine. To know that IPOB have fought good battle. We hold Nigeria. The Nigeria that plan to declare war in our land. In the absence of Nnamdi Kanu. To destroy our land. So that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, he will see a destroyed land. And our people will be then frustrated that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out and calls for Biafra, they will tell him shame on you. It was the foundation they laid. They wanted to do it. When we said no, we refused to go into gun. They said, they recruited agents. They said, you are cowards. If you don't want to be terrorists, you are not ready for freedom fighting. You don't want to be terrorists. You are not ready to freedom fighting. That's when Nigeria was frustrated. That IPOB refused to go into set our land on flame. Do you understand? They started shouting, they should step aside. Let me go for free Nnamdi Kanu. They should hand over. I am not afraid to become terrorist. But immediately the case of the death of a pregnant woman came. You saw him. He was shaking in Finland. He didn't say, yes, I killed. No, he was there defending himself. This is somebody that said he wants to be called terrorist. When they put the name of IPOB in the list of terrorist organization, number 10, which they knew themselves that IPOB did not do it. The criminal Simon Ebema and his gang are the people that did it. They never come and debunk it and say, no, remove the name of IPOB. It is we that did it. They never. They were quiet and IPOB fought the fight. Had we not removed that, will you be looking at the court today? This would have been what they will use as amendment ground of appeal in Supreme for long. They would have used it. Do you understand? Thank you. We move. So that is it. That was what they wanted to use. They wanted to use no election. They wanted to go to the Supreme and say, he did not allow election in the East. So, and they will go to US. They will say, he's against democratic process. They will tell UK, Nnamdi Kanu is against democratic process. He's against democracy. And so this is a man asking for referendum. How can he stop voting? There is problem in Nigeria. There is violence in Nigeria. And Nigerians came out for Igbo man. They want him to become president. Nnamdi Kanu stop it. INEC will now say, TPW have 99% to become president. But Nnamdi Kanu stop him. By then, they will use it in Supreme Court as amendment ground of appeal. But nobody asked him, where is your no election? Because all of them were recruited to destroy IPOB, which have failed. When somebody, you campaign, you contributed for no election for 1 year, and you saw election held, only that IPOB come on a night and say, those that believe in Nigeria, they should go and vote. But as for IPOB, we don't have any to do with the vote. This is a campaign that somebody made for 1 year plus. But only a night comment, Friday night of China's on Radio Biafra. That was the end. 1 year campaign of Ibrahim and his gang. They were contributing money. They were raising funds. They campaigned for no election for complete 1 year plus. But there was an election. Nobody asked him any. Why do you know what he come up? We launched government in exile. He drove their brain away. They started shouting, government in exile. He was pressuring them. He said, I have office in America. We have office here. We have, so that they will focus on that and forget their no election. Because all of them are very, very foolish. They blackmailed us. They say you are supporting the election. You are a politician. Hey, you are the P2B. You are the Soludo. You are the APC. You are the Southeast politician. Hey, you are found your back boy. You are this. This was people that blackmailed us. We said no election is against Nnamdi Kanu's agitation. What is in line with Nnamdi Kanu's agitation is election boycott. Election boycott is different from the language no election. No election is terrorism. No election is against democratic process. If you say no election, automatically you are telling both Yoruba and the Northerners that are here not to vote. You are also telling Biafrans that believe in Nigeria not to quote you right. Because their vote will quote you right. But if you stop them from voting, they will still believe in Nigeria. Now, if you say no election, you stop election. Automatically, IPOB demanding for referendum have no meaning. But the person that said no election, go to the poster he printed. He put Nnamdi Kanu picture. He put Ojukwu picture. He put FM picture. He now write Biafra referendum. He now write no election. He now write free Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see? That is immediately I said, these people are foolish. Do you understand? Do you understand? Immediately I see that poster, I say these people are very, very foolish. How can you call for no election? You will also be demanding for referendum. How can you declare armed struggle? You will be calling for referendum. You are just laughing at us. You are just mocking us. You have gone. You don't have business with referendum. Do you understand? Now, if you declare armed struggle, you don't call for sit at home. Are you aware? If you declare armed struggle, you don't wait for date of court. You don't look on the lawyer's attitude. You have no business with news coming out from court. You have no business with date of court. Now, you have no business with referendum. Referendum is the democratic process, not for somebody that have gone. But I was surprised, people that say no election. When you say no election, that means you cannot be granted referendum. But people that call for no election was the people that added referendum in their poster. Referendum is like election. Those that believe in Nigeria, that is your brother or your sister or your mother, will still vote for Nigeria in referendum. Those that believe in Biafra will vote for Biafra in referendum. But all of them must be Biafrans in Biafra land. Now, if you stop election in your land, automatically, UN or any other international organization will not give you a referendum. Because the same way you stop election is the same way you stop Nigerians or your people that believe in Nigeria. Automatically, Nigeria will not get a vote in your land. Then you do not deserve referendum. That's what Ibrahim was doing. I analyzed it then. I told them, these people are fighting our referendum. How can you say no election? How can you say no flight ticket? No flight zone? How can you say no siren? How can you say no election campaign? Now you say referendum and referendum can. You are complicating the issue. There are options in freedom fighting. Is either you choose armed struggle or peaceful demonstration, self-determination. Now, if you choose self-determination, you can be arrested and you will go to court. You don't attack prison custody. You don't attack detention facilities. You will go through court. That is self-determination. Self-determination needs perseverance. Self-determination needs control. Right? Now, but in armed struggle, you don't go to court. You break prison yards. Ask Simon, all those people he deceived that are in detention, have he attacked any prison yard to free them? No. But he's in armed struggle. Do you know thousands of them are in detention? Why is it that he never tested any of the prison and free his people that he deceived? He never done anyone. Do you understand? You know, people don't know how we reason. We reason very, very fine. We keep emotion aside. If you stop election, you will not get referendum. But you can call for election boycott. Boycott is democratic process. Boycott is a good language. Boycott, even people that did not call for boycott, they boycotted the election. Anybody that have voter card that did not vote, he boycotted the election. It is a protest or it is a decision. But if you block road and shoot gun and say they will not vote, then you are the one who decided for them. And it is terrorism. Is it everybody that have registered voter card that voted? No. Those that didn't vote, they boycotted the election. Now you see how we reason. Because we know the weapons of Nigeria. 2 weapons. Election boycott. It failed. They wanted to use it against Nnamdi Kanu. Global Terrorism Index report. That would have been the highest weapon now. If any country call for free Nnamdi Kanu, they will send it to them and say, but Nnamdi Kanu is the leading terrorist group. You know, it's only in Nigeria that they call us terrorists. All over the world, they accept us. But Fulani terrorists are terrorists all over the world. So that is it. They wanted to use it. Either they use no election and tell the world, it's against democratic process. He's a terrorist, he's a terrorist. Or they use no Global Terrorism Index. They put our name. If you bring it to, you present it to international community, no, the person will go back. Now, what is holding in Nnamdi? They will send it to them and say, go to terrorism index. It's number 10. And the country will go back. No country will come and call for the freedom of a terrorist leader. Do you understand? All these things, we neutralize them. But some people come and ask, what is your saying? These people are mad. Ihe anyị megoro Nigeria. Ihe anyị megoro India. Ma ndị otu ha. Maka ya na-etake stock. Anakata anyị na-emekwa ngụkọ. Anyị ngụkọwa nwere ebe anyị ga-ede. Nke mere 1 month ka nke ahụ na ahụ ka nke na-apụtaghị ihe. Do you understand? Thank you. That is why we are here. To arrange our people so that Nnamdi Kanu will be able to match with mentally tough men, because all those chaff must fall out. They must fall out. Who in your life do you believe before? Do you believe Uche before is not among the 100 men? Do you ever believe George Olivo is not among the 100 men? Do you ever believe Obido Obiani is not among the 100 men? You will not believe now, but you saw it. People will fall out to, they will fall out to, they will still fall out. Some will go out, some will fall out, some will run away, some will hide, some will fall. This is how it will be happening. And I keep praying, if I'm involved as somebody that will be a problem for Nnamdi Kanu, Chukwuabiama should remove me from IPOB. Let this man gain from what he have suffered. Any other person that will be a problem, Chukwuabiama remove that person. One word or the other, the person will go out. This has been my prayer. If I am involved, please do it too. So that the Biafra be slowly blockage, that's why I keep praying. From some few days now, I will be going state by state. Ega has our coordinators, do hanya. On the coordinator can go. Do hanya, game arrange maka director. Aka chafu go anyị na ọ ga-apụ ha afụọla ka anyị hazi ọhịa anyị na-aga ị ga-ahazi ndị nke anyị right maka stage by stage anyị na-akwado ndị ọgụ ụfọdụ ndị ọgụ ọ dapụbeghị ka anyị ga-ahazikwe ndị mmadụ ndị strong people, the same people ha nọkwa ya But okay, that I say, how much up you? But if we online, we talk about it. You may not plan or don't care. You may not high now. Now IPOB for how many years? It was in the Madulu. Ofume hala ediwa zone by zone. I has we all talk. I am one so. I am we don't move. Talk less of Kaiga the Ronish. Our Supreme Court, Okwa Gachogo, Okwa ruling Kana, judgment, Okwa judgment. Agatago Yard, Okwa judgment. Or why you made it? I need a Kahano case. I am an I won't can happen. Vitra na yo for today case wona. Go show me an email court. When can you grant? When can tell lawyer sign here with a baruru no? Obula, Nkoga wo haleba ya nyambe hage do judgment. They have no excuse than to freaking, and the judgment is there. But our anger is that the judgment is too far. That shows that they are behind the insecurity. The Supreme Court judges are involved. Because if they value here as a part of their Nigeria as they claim, they would have used themselves as the legitimate instrument to stop this insecurity. As IPOB have challenged the Nigerian government, if you say you are not involved, or you are not sponsoring it, and you are not in charge of insecurity in our land, free Nnamdi Kanu. So let us see who will use his name again and commit crime. But no way, and we even hope the Supreme Court will do it. Though they will do it too, but they prolong it to create more ground for the criminality and for the killings of our people, and the invasion of our land by the Nigerian army, and more conspiracy and blackmailing of IPOB, and the conspiracy of certain politicians together. That is what they are harmonizing. That is what the Supreme Court judges are furnishing with their far adjournment. That's all. Not that you can defeat us, but we are asking them, why is it that you don't pick 2 weeks adjournment? Why is it that you don't pick 1st of November adjournment? Why? Why didn't you pick ending of October adjournment? Why? Because all of you are involved in the insecurity going on in our land. True to the reason adjournment. You gave us September, you didn't sit it. Why did you give us for adjournment again? For the judgment. Thank you. Our people should remember that I was on the other program about for something minutes. They cut it, so I started another one. So they should pardon me because I'll be running the program here. I'll be bringing it to an end here. Please, you should forgive me because of time and the environment. Right? We'll continue. Even as they cut it, I love it. This one is separate, the other one is separate. Thank you. Thank you. We must continue. Thank you. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to favor Biafrans all over the world, assist them in where they need his assistance, continue to bless us in all angles, and continue to show us your love in different parts of the world where people stole from our land and we came there to work and get some percentages from them as a salary, and some will end up looking us bad eye. But what we came to work in their land is what they stole from our land. Chukwu Abiyama will ask you to guide our people wherever they get themselves. You are our ambassadors because Nigerian embassy does not care about us. We always come to thee because you have been our assistant. Continue to be our ambassador because at the end of this very matter, when we will all return home, glory and honor will all be returned to thee, as we promise you that even to the 5th generation and to the end of this world, our children and their children and their children unto the 5th generation, they will continue to worship you and they will attract the interest of the world to acknowledge that there is still God. And that is why we are standing firmly with our leader Nnamdi Kanu, whom you have given to us, as he promised us that nobody can kill him. Only you that is in charge. And you ask him not to take bribe, not to lie, and not to be afraid before anybody. And these are the 3 weapons you gave to him, that if he maintains it, then he will get Biafra. And these things he have maintained. And we have much confidence that Biafra must come. Thank you, Zuto, because you have disgraced the enemy in their own court. Narekele Nenebuchi Nahage Chi Uku Okike Abia Amara Pro Ime Ihe Niile. We have prayed. He said, thank you. Thank you, Muchineke. Thank you. Share it very wide. Very, very wide. We are dealing with our enemies right from here. We move.
I'm calling from Onitsha.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Director, yesterday when you talk about these people arresting our people, I was very, very serious in where I was. I think the reason why they are doing this is because maybe they are just doing it and they are not getting our rent.
No, not at all. Let me tell you why they're doing it. Hold on. I want to tell you why they're doing it. They want to provoke us.
Yeah.
So that if they don't want us, listen, they know that the method we are using is hurting them. They know that the world is beginning to be aware of Biafra and what we are doing. So what they want to do is to cut it short. If they force us now to retaliate, Britain, BBC, and because they have the money, they have given money to BBC already. BBC will say, oh, a new terrorist group has emerged. The world will be focusing on that terrorist group, that will be IPOB. They will ban us and our activities all over the world. They will say, oh, stop them, stop their money, everything. That's what they're looking for. Because that is what Britain actually asked them to do. Britain knows what is happening now to IPOB members on the ground. What they want to do is go and kill them, go and harass them, go and arrest them, then force them to become angry that they retaliate. Once they retaliate, we as Britain can go to the world and say, IPOB is a terrorist group, please can you stop their funding, stop everything that you're doing, ban them wherever they are, and they can stop us. But as soon as we keep on raising the awareness to the level whereby the world will say, but why are you doing this to these people? When we strike, British lives will no longer be purchased by anybody. So we know what I have lived in England, so I know what I'm doing. We know them, I know the way they think. Please go ahead.
Thank you, because thank you for the understanding I explained to, because if it is in my mind, I would have said, let's take this back to them. But I think the way you explain it matters a lot to us, to understand. And what I'm saying is that I think one day, anytime director, I think we should march on the treaty as these people did on last day. This is our one that they shot on that to clear. If they tell everybody, let me to share flag has come out, on that day we did meeting in the day to hear, but none of us know that they are going to march. Let me say that they announce it or let us know that we are going to share flag on Sunday, that everybody should come out. Well, the kind of crowd that we see on the street like this, nobody will have even the mind to even raise a gun or whatever. Understand? I think why they do those things because the way they see those people and they think that they are just more that they can do it. I think any day they can move around again, they should let us come out and move.
We shall do that. What you're saying is correct. I'm not cutting you short. I want you to understand this. They wanted to assassinate me in Aba on the 30th of May, right? They wanted to kill me in Aba on the 30th of May. But when they saw the amount of people there, it would be suicidal for everybody in uniform in the whole of Abia State to fire a gun that day. Suicidal. Because had I given the command to that very crowd to march from there to any police station, we would kill all of them in Aba. They saw the crowd and they ran away. Yeah. They couldn't do anything. So what we are trying to say is that I don't want us to release or to come out and begin to give out our strategy. But let me tell the world something. Yeah. They are dealing with people who are educated. The Britain is the mastermind behind everything happening in the zoo. They are the mastermind. Even I will accuse Britain till tomorrow morning of helping the rise of Boko Haram to make sure that Jonathan is replaced by an Awasa man. I can tell you that. Now, there is a way that they think. They control the news because if we do anything now without us filtering into the consciousness of the world, because there is they use what is called media inoculation. That's what Britain does with America. They use CNN and BBC to inoculate their people that the people become very foolish. If you watch the conservative conference that's been going on,
if it is bad. So that's why when the enemy recruited the agent provocateurs, they started talking about all politicians. No, Nnamdi does not say so. If you do good, he will hear you. If you say good, they say, no, you are supporting a politician. Is it because they are hurting us? They are slaves? British made them slaves. We are only here to tell them to wake up. Right? That is how British programmed Nigeria. And they are suffering it. It is not easy for them. But we are here voicing out to remind them that we are